Bruins. Panthers in blue helmets and pants with the red sweaters at home and white numbers as the puck gets dumped into the Bruins zone down to our left right off the bat. McAvoy spun it around the near side boards, helped out toward the blue line and thrown back around behind by Barkov. It'll come to the far side wall. He got knocked over. Puck played toward Rodriguez, and out of Barkov, moving to his left, took the shot straight on, and the glove save made by Swayman, no rebound.
Yeah, nice confident save there made by Swayman, right in the glove. Shot from a little bit out high by Barkov, but you know, these two teams, I know it's an afternoon game, but you know, from the Bruins standpoint, it's okay, let's get engaged in this thing right away. Whatever it takes to get involved and get your head into it, get your body into it, and be ready to play. You know, enough's enough, and we're playing against a team we don't like. So let's get into this thing right away.
But do it smartly as well, because
obviously,
you think back to the opening night game here, and they got chasing Tkachuk and company around and kind of took themselves out of the game.
No, I don't mean it that way. Yeah. I mean, you got to get to a line, but you don't cross the line, and you make sure you do the things the right way. But it's
off the face-off. Here's a wide-angle shot by Tkachuk. Bounced off of Swayman, came back into play, spun down the near boards by Mikkola at the back of the net, chased it into the far corner by Bennett. At the far point, Nate Schmidt played it down into the far circle, and a chance for Bennett coming through. Blocked by Carlo, who broke his stick on the play. Panthers able to keep it on the attack. Mikkola and Schmidt trade the puck. Mikkola's shot gets blocked by Lindholm off into the far corner. Around behind the net, controlled by Bennett. Played off to that far circle and up into the center of the blue line. They get it back down to Bennett, spinning toward the side of the net, trying to tuck it in short side. Pressure here by the Panthers continues. Bennett with a long shot from north of the top of the circle goes wide.
Yeah, Lindholm's going to try to get to the bench now. He has no stick, so.
Giving his to Carlo. Puck out of the corner, comes around behind it near side. Lindholm is back in the play with a stick.
Frederick came back on the ice for him. So.
Okay. As the puck comes out into the neutral zone, it'll be settled by Tobias Bjornfoot. Schmidt plays it away from some traffic up the right wing side. And Boquist tripped up coming into the attack zone along the far side circle. One line by Verhaeghe. He comes toward the near side corner, gets angled off the puck by Pete. Pete gets it back behind the Bruins net. Mason Lohrei is there, and he throws a long pass through neutral ice that missed Brazo, and that's going to be an early Bruins icing.
Now, almost 2 minutes in, it's been all in Boston zone. It's been all Florida to start this one. Swayman's had to make a couple of saves, one from in tight, the other one from out high there by Barkov. And they had a chance to clear when Carlo had the broken stick. They had a chance to clear. Everybody kind of missed the puck, didn't get it out of the zone.
So face off to the right of Jeremy Swayman. Long wait for the drop of the puck here. And the Panthers win it. Back to Bjornfoot at the point. Push it over to the far side. Balinskis will play it down the wall and around behind the net. Taken away by Lohrei. He skates into the far corner. Lost his footing as he tried to play it up ice. And the puck is deflected off a stick and into the bench out of play.
You know, I know Lohrei scored the other day in that third period against Florida, but he's out for the first couple of goals against. You know, it just... I was wondering what might happen here today, you know, when they were down 2-0 after 2 periods. I think scoring that goal probably helped keep him in the lineup, possibly. He's got so much ability, but they're still looking for a little bit more from him.
Charlie McAvoy going to bring the Bruins up ice from just inside the Florida line. Throws the shot in on Bobrovsky, who sticked it off to the far boards. Panthers will come back quickly as it gets deep into the Bruins zone around to the near side. A.J. Greer putting pressure on. Zadorov out of the far corner. Pushed it out of the zone. Beecher tangled up with Kulikov in front of the Bruins bench as the puck comes trickling back into the Bruins zone, and Zadorov stands his ground. Played back around behind the Bruins net. Greer gets sandwiched off the puck, but it came right out in front for a chance for Reinhart, and Swayman stoned him.
3 guys below the goal line that time, behind the net. Leaves Reinhart wide open in front.
Pasternak and Geekie now along the near side boards of the Florida zone trying to get set up, but forced back out.
Got to Zadorov. He's got to know that pressure's coming right away.
Geekie redirects a pass deep. Wide of Bobrovsky. Zaka reaching out with one hand on his stick. Played it into the corner, but Barkov is there. Panthers get it right back out to neutralize. Osterley coughed it up in the neutral zone, and now chased in deep here by Reinhart. Centering pass for Barkov. Went through his legs.
Yeah, that was covered better, though, by the Bruins.
Off the near boards and out.
That was Carlo in front of the net, right where he needed to be.
Right back in by Schmidt. All the way around the boards. It comes to the near side. Mikkola threw one toward the goal line, and Rodriguez directed that one around the net. Mikkola with a long shot in and out of Swayman's glove that time. Now taken by Carlo. Sends it around the boards to Osterley far side. He'll lob it out into the neutral zone. Kicked ahead for Pasternak, and the Bruins will change up. Coming up on 4 minutes into this first period. Florida dictating the tempo mostly so far. Bennett coming to the Bruins line. Knocked away from him by Marchand. Pivoting back toward his own zone is Tkachuk. Now Forsling will play it along the near boards. Bennett got it to Luostarinen. Through neutral ice pass to Kulikov. Steps in across the line. Centering pass for Tkachuk.
Again.
Knocked away by McAvoy.
Defended better, right? You had Carlo there on the last one. You had McAvoy right there. Far better than the Reinhart chance.
Lorai in the far corner, beaten to it by Bennett. Bennett going behind the Bruins net. Backhand stuffer. Swayman makes the save and gets it covered up.
You know who you're on the ice against. Like, you have to be hard on pucks. You have to know that the pressure is going to be there right away, especially when certain guys are out there. That's the way Florida plays throughout their lineup. Not just, the guys that you think of in Bennett and Tkachuk. But especially against them, you've got to be hard on pucks.
Face off to the right of Swayman. 5-1 shots on goal here for the Panthers in the first just about 4.5 minutes. That's jumping all over the place, waiting for the drop. They're going to kick Anton Lundell of the Panthers out of the face-off circle. But Boqvist gets in there and wins the draw anyway. Verhaeghe sent one toward the slot, taken away by Peak, up off the near glass and out into neutral ice. Brazo moving forward along with Mark McLaughlin, who's into the lineup today in place of Kastelik, who is day-to-day after being helped off the ice at the end of that Tampa game the other night. And we get a penalty coming here against the Panthers. The Bruins get that puck deep into the attack zone and get in on the forecheck. Lundell's going to go off, it looks like, for holding.
He was locked up with Frederick to the left of Bobrovsky below the goal line.
15-minor penalty for holding.
So Anton Lundell to the box, and the Bruins back on their heels for much of the first 5 minutes. We'll get the first power play of this game, and we'll see what they can do with it.
Kind of a tough call on Lundell, I thought. Frederick, he turned smartly, back into where the stick was for Lundell, and I'm going to say Lundell got the holding penalty on him, but either way, we'll see what the Bruins can do here. The last power play they had ended up being a shorthanded goal against. So,
their personnel, the familiar five here: Lindholm, Marchand, Zacha, Pasternak, and McAvoy get it started. As Zacha plays it toward the right side. It got through Lindholm, but Marchand there. Lindholm swept it back toward the near point. Zacha over to the far side for McAvoy. Under pressure, McAvoy got it around behind the Panther net. Marchand able to play it along for Lindholm. Now back down low here for Marchand. He brings it to the face-off circle. Pass is tipped by Reinhart right onto Barkov, and he'll skate it ahead.
I just chuckle a little bit because Joe Sacco before last game said, I tried some different units not that long ago, and maybe I went away from it too quickly. So they're already back to the original unit.
Zacha deep in his own zone, battling to try and get to that puck, and now Mikkola will get a shot. The save made by Swayman. Bruins in their defensive end here. 1:05 to go on the man advantage. He'll be brought through neutral ice and across the attacking blue line by Zacha. Rims it around the boards. Waiting for it along the near side is Pasternak. Played it back down toward the circle for Marchand. Back to Pasternak over to the far side. Lohrai's on now. His shot knocked down in front. Geeky, a chance, scores! The power play cashes in, and the Bruins grab a 1-0 lead.
Starts with entry, right? Zacha gets this puck into the zone, rotates it all the way around the boards to Pasternak over at the right point. And they'll chip it back down the boards, but it's a D to D, and it's simple, right? Lohrei just wrists this puck to the net. There's a little bit of a rebound in front, left by Bobrovsky. And Zacha calmly on the backhand chips it up and over top of the blocker side of Bobrovsky. But you talk about a basic power play, right? I mean, get it into the zone, D to D, wrist it to the net, get bodies there. I mean, that's just as simple as it pretty much gets. And it was kind of a broken power play because a couple guys had made a change and a couple guys were still out there. But, I mean, it's just a simple wrist shot. Puck never even made it to the net, the initial shot. But Geekie picks up a loose puck in behind Zacha and backhands this puck up and over top of Bobrovsky's, like I said, blocker side.
Well, when you've gone 8 straight games without a power play goal, back to basics, right? Here,
well, I don't know if that was the game plan, but it certainly is with the second unit.
Biggie in his own zone will play the puck up the far
You
way.
get a little puck luck there because the puck never even makes it to the net.
Right. Puck bounced off of Wallstrom.
The original shot.
Lifted into the attack zone. Coyle putting pressure on, going into the right wing corner. Battling with Forsling. Puck came behind the net. Wallstrom's got it on his stick to the far circle. Deals it back across the ice. Carlo with a shot coming in from the right point. Saved by Bobrovsky, who cradles it against his body. And we get our first pushing and shoving of the day in front of his crease. We'll step aside. Morgan Geekie, a power play goal, gets the Bruins a 1-0 lead. 13:22 to go here in the first period. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealer.
Hey, what's up, it's Owen? If you're a plumber, a pipe fitter, if you're in the piping trades, and you got to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy. CDS is proud to work with the region's best life science, biotech, and pharma contractors to help them deliver their projects on time within budget. Make CDS your choice for pipe, valves, and fittings. Call them today.
Say hola to T-Mobile's Go 5G Plus plan and stay connected with los tuyos. Plus, get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 on us when you switch. And now, it's easier than ever to join T-Mobile with your eligible matrícula consular. With 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement due. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See T-Mobile.com.
Coleman.
It's electric.
Call Coleman Electric. We'll yank your old wires, upgrade your panel, recess your lights, and charge up the EV. For any power problem or project, call Coleman Electric, and we'll be at your house in the flick of a switch. And if the switch is broken, we'll be there quicker. Coleman.
It's electric.
Hey, it's Maz for Aaron's. Cold, windy, but there's no snow. But let me remind you that the infamous Snowmageddon year, where we got pummeled with snow, didn't start until January 26th. That's right, the weather can change on a dime, so do what I did. Be prepared with an Aaron's, the king of snow. I trust Aaron's to throw snow better and farther than any other snow throwers out there. So for you, throw back what old man winter dishes out with Aaron's, the king of snow. Visit your local independent Aaron's dealer today.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
First 5 minutes of today's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Start your 2025 in a new F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, for 48 straight years. Bruins leading 1-0 here on the road, 13:22 to go in the first period.
Well, I haven't said it often, but it took the power play to get them going here. So, because they were outplayed the first, 5 minutes or so into this game, and it was an offensive zone penalty. I should say probably Florida, defensive zone penalty on the holding call, and the Bruins make them pay.
Morgan Geekie with the power play goal. That's his 10th goal of the season.
Prior to that, it had been all Florida in terms of scoring chances.
Donka will get it into the attack zone, but Kulikov skates back to get it for the Panthers. Takes it around to the far side. Plays it up the wall to Reinhart. Deep into the Bruins zone, it comes around the near boards. Barkov knocked away from it by McAvoy. At the blue line, it comes out of the zone, and Reinhart will get it back in. Delayed offside here against Florida. Bruins move it up ice. Geekie sends it around behind Bobrovsky. Mikkola will pick it up from him. 12:38 to go here in the first period. Off the far boards, Kachuk tapped it along for Luostarinen toward the back of the net. Pete got in front of Bennett. Out of that far corner, Kachuk's got it on his stick, works his way out toward the blue line, now sends one through the slot onto the near side. Mikkola reaching for it out of the blue line. McLaughlin helped to knock that away from him. And out into the neutral zone. McLaughlin going to play it, try to play it forward, got tangled up. Now he gets it deep. Bobrovsky slows it up behind the net. Schmidt played out of the far corner. McLaughlin nearly picked that off of the blue line. Instead, moving forward is Kachuk. Lusterina cutting to his left, but coming across the blue line. Shot sticked away by Swayman. Chance now coming on for Lundell. That one block goes up into the air. Kachuk fires from the top of the left circle, and that one does get through. Swayman makes the glove save.
So makeshift fourth line right now without Kastelic in the lineup, right? You've got McLaughlin on the right, you got Beecher, and you've got Koepke. Florida answered with Bennett, Kachuk. They were in the middle of a line change, but that's, home. You get to last change. Something to kind of keep an eye on here moving forward if they want to continue to go that route.
As the puck played toward the front of the net, steered out of there and out.
I know they haven't scored a lot of goals lately, but they're still dangerous when they're out there.
No question. Yeah, Bennett's the guy. He's no goals in the last 15 games for him. No points in 9 straight.
He was
the low shot here by Bjornfoot, covered up by Swayman.
He's an interesting pick for Team Canada for the Four Nations Cup. Him and Marchand are going to be teammates.
Yeah. There's always some interesting bedfellows when you have those international
Kachuk
tournaments.
And Swayman.
Yeah. Defensive zone face-off coming up here for Boston. We heard Paul Maurice talk about, during the pregame, he likes where his team's at right now, even though they're kind of bouncing back and forth between wins and losses. As you said, I mean, he's his 27th year as a head coach in the league. He knows how long the season is, and that you don't have to be at the top of your game all 82. You need to be ready to go in April and May. That puck goes into the Bruins bench on the clear, out of play.
Carlo on the backhand, put it right into the bench. No, it's like when you've had success that they've had, the regular season becomes less important is, I guess, technically the way to put it, but you still want to win games, you still want to be playing well, you still want to see your team improve.
Bjornfoot centering pass broken up, out of the corner for Hagee, into the middle, taken away and cleared to the blue line, but not out by Brazo. Thrown back toward the net by Bjornfoot. Into the far corner it goes. Taken out toward the blue line. Bjornfoot's got it back again along the near side. Shoots it wide of the net as he tried for a redirect from Lundell. Verhaeghe took a bump in the corner from Frederick. Puck came back in his direction. Shot goes up over the net. Bjornfoot will spin it back in behind the net again. Lundell pressured by Frederick. Around to Verhaeghe. Send it back toward the blue line. Balinskis try to leave it at the blue line, and that gives Frederick a chance to push it out of the zone. I feel like we saw that for years when Tampa was going to the finals. I mean, they would kind of cruise through the regular season, but they were ready to go when the playoffs started.
Well, it started when they won the President's Trophy, right? They had the most points in the NHL, and then they got swept by Columbus in the first round.
Right. There's Geeky battling his way into the Bruins attack zone. Pasternak got it back to him, banked off the boards for Zadorov. Over to Pete for a drive, and that one saved at the top of the crease by Bobrovsky. Hangs on to it.
That's the New York Rangers, how that's going right now. They won the President's Trophy last year. They got bounced in the playoffs last couple of seasons, and then this year, all kinds of problems, right? So but I think for teams that are comfortable in their playoff skin, they can go through some ups and downs during the regular season and be able to tolerate it a lot more than maybe some other teams who have to fight every night to get points in order to make the playoffs.
Well, as you said, when it comes to Florida, I mean, they've gone deep in the playoffs back-to-back years. There's a lot of wear and tear that comes with that. So you have to,
especially the way they play.
Yeah, you have to take your foot off the gas a little bit at some point to give these guys a chance to be ready in the playoffs. Barkov coming ahead with Rodriguez. His shot off of McAvoy's leg, kicked off toward the far side circle. Barkov left it in the corner. Zaka able to hold Rodriguez away from it and lift it up off the glass and out to the blue line. Forsling pressured by Pasternak, couldn't get it moving forward. It'll come back deep. Lohrei to McAvoy.
I think you can go through Forsling then. Instead of trying to reach for the puck, he knocks it down with his hand and keeps it in. Instead of reaching for the puck, go through him to get the puck out of the zone.
Puck jumps out of play
Through the
here.
body.
We'll take a break. 9.5 minutes to go here in the first period. It's the Bruins 1 and the Panthers nothing on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CRV. It's your local Honda dealer.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Artificial intelligence is making life easy for cyber criminals. For example, listen closely. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Could you tell the second one was created with AI? Most people can't tell either, which is why you should use your real intelligence and ask an independent agent about Safety Insurance's home cyber protection. It covers cyber fraud, cyber attacks, identity theft, and more. Safety Insurance will help you manage life's storms, even the AI kind.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Bruins will be back home on Causeway on Tuesday night to celebrate Mental Health Awareness Night as they take on the Tampa Bay Lightning starting at 7 p.m. Grab a front row seat for the action. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets and get your seats today. 1-0 Bruins have the lead here over the Florida Panthers just past the midway point of the first period. And a face-off in the offensive zone. Pulled across the ice. Peak will, from the blue line, play it deep. Cut through Coyle at the back of the net. Panthers will take it back over. Kachuk played it up the right side. Zadorov steps up along the red line to try to win that against Bennett. Gets a little help there in front of the bench as well. And now it's Luostarinen working his way forward for the Panthers and just casually throws one towards Swayman, who gloves it and hung on just long enough to draw the whistle.
Fans Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. CDS is your local leader. Between the Pipes for the Florida Panthers here this afternoon, Sergei Bobrovsky, and for the Bruins, Jeremy Swayman.
Swayman's 31st start of the year. He's 13-15-3. Has suffered 5 straight losses. Or Bobrovsky an 18-9-1 record on the season in 28 starts coming in here. 2.69 goals against and a .903 save percentage. For the 2-time Vezina winner. On the near side circle, Osterley got it into the corner for Coyle. Coyle went down against Luostarinen. And a penalty coming up here against the Panthers once again. Schmidt touches that puck, and the Bruins will get their second power play chance.
Luostarinen got his stick in there. No argument from him as he goes to the box.
Florida, 27, minor penalty for holding.
Holding the call against Luostarinen, and the Bruins go to the man advantage and try to make it 2 in a row with 8:53 left here in the first.
We've said it before, they have not scored 2 power play goals in a game since Colorado back in October. The only time this season they've scored more than 1 power play goal in a game.
And they gave up 3 power play goals in that game. They won the game, but special teams were still tilted against them that night.
So you're a glass half empty guy.
I try not to be, but just pointing out what I remember about that game.
It's true.
As Markov comes through neutral ice here, shorthanded for the Panthers. McAvoy took him onto the wall on the near side, and he'll come behind the net. Bruins moving from left to right as McAvoy leads them out to his own blue line, drops it off. Zaka coming through neutral ice. Now Lindholm try to pass it to the blue line for Pasternak, and that one off the mark. Markov forced him back.
Interesting, they've got Pasternak lined up at the blue line instead of carrying the puck into the zone here today.
Zaka will play it around the near side wall, trying to get it to Pasternak, but it was picked off by Forsling, and all the way down ice it
Usually,
goes.
he's the guy that comes back with Zaka. And then McAvoy, but he's just posted up at this far blue line.
So as Marchand carries it up toward the blue line, he'll deal it back for Lindholm, and he sends it around the board. McAvoy trying to tip it back toward the blue line, had it taken away, and back down ice it goes. A minute into this power play, and they can't get set up on the offense yet. Pasternak now carrying through neutral ice. As they get some changes on here, Brazo will chase into the left wing corner.
Pasternak's not going back for pucks. I can see him being out there the full 2 minutes.
No question. He's floating through the slot right now as Coyle has the puck along the right wing. Lohrei sends it over to the far side. Back across, looking for Coyle was Geeky. They're broken up in front. On the near boards, Coyle has it. Sends over to Pasternak. Lohrei up top, fake the shot. Now swings it toward the right side. Overshot Coyle.
The wrist shot towards the net worked in the first one.
Brazo sent one out through the slot. Pasternak will tap it back toward the blue line. Back to Pasternak in the left wing circle. Had to settle it, then got it to Brazo and taken off his stick by Schmidt. He peels away from Coyle. And the puck played across the ice, a giveaway as the Panthers looked like they had an easy clear coming. Coyle in the right wing corner. Goes behind the net. Carlo down into the left wing corner. Gets bumped off it by Greer. Clearing effort. Luostarinen was coming out of the box and Geeky diving to make sure he didn't get a breakaway. Lohrei now with the right circle. His shot gets blocked. Taken by Mikkola, and he'll lift it up the boards and out. Glove down by Lohrei. Tried to get it right back deep, and it kicked back past him. Lundell goes down, coming into the Bruins zone, and a penalty coming up here against Boston. And it's someone who's already on the bench who's going to go. The referee gives a point over toward the bench. There was a stick laying at center ice.
Yeah, Frederick thought it was on him.
It's Mason Lohrei, whose stick was there at center ice. He gets called for a hold.
He had lost his stick. Frederick thought it was on him, and he... I was about to say, yeah, I don't think Frederick did anything here. Lohrei really, there was no impact at all. It was in the neutral zone, and he could grab somebody after he lost his stick. He had a chance to shoot on the power play. He shot on the first one, and they score. You know, he doesn't, but Geeky gets the goal. He had a chance to shoot on the second one and opted to defer and make a pass. And he's in a good shooting position.
Well, the Panthers get their first power play of the game. They rank 6th in the league for the season. 2 out of 18 over their last 7 games.
It's a pretty marginal penalty, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There's not much there.
Puck wrapped around behind Bobrovsky. We get a whistle here. A delayed offside, I think, on the dump in. They'll face it off just outside the Florida blue line here. Bruins penalty killers gave up a garbage time power play goal in Tampa the other night.
Penalty killers did the job the other day. They had those 3 power plays early for Tampa, or earlier in the game, and kept it scoreless.
There's Schmidt getting the puck deep in his own zone. Barkov will give it back to him as the Panthers start out. 90 seconds to go on this man advantage. Barkov gets the pass through neutral ice, sends it down toward the left wing corner. Verhaeghe skates onto it. Angled off the boards to Schmidt. Over to the far side. Thrown toward the net by Tkachuk, but blocked out of there. The Bruins get it cleared all the way down. They'll change up the penalty killing unit with 1:14 to go on the Lohrei penalty. Verhaeghe, Barkov coming through neutral ice. Off to the right side. Off the skate of Tkachuk into the far corner. McAvoy reversed it toward Frederick. He gets pinned in that far corner as they battle for possession. 3 Panthers, 2 Bruins in there. McAvoy gets it into the middle, and an easy clear for Beecher off the far wall.
The right play, right? McAvoy, they win the battle in the corner. You can't force it anywhere. Florida's going to try to outnumber you in the corner there, so who's open? Right in front of the net.
Bennett will bring back. Steps in across the line, has his pocket picked, and Zaka sends it all the way down ice. 28 to go in the man advantage.
Split up Tkachuk and Bennett on power plays. Different point guy here as well for Florida.
Rodriguez goes right through everyone down to the slot and then had it knocked off his stick at the last minute. He'll bring it out of the corner now. Centering pass went right through the top of the crease. To the far side. Belinskas walked it along the blue line. Lundell back up top for Belinskas. One-timer hit the near post.
Wow, he could shoot it.
That was a rocket. Now a chance in front. They score. Rodriguez able to knock home a rebound, and the Panthers have tied it at 1 with a power play goal.
Well, that initial shot by Beliscas came off the post. He ripped it right from the middle of the ice. Then this puck goes around the left wing side. Beliscas can throw it back towards the net. And Rodriguez is going to chip this puck home. Again, I don't think the puck ever got through to Jeremy Swayman. I think it was stopped before it got through to him, and he was able to chip this one home. Carlo could not control his stick down low. Initial shot off the post. Florida tracks it down. Yeah, it was a knuckle puck on the way through. Swayman made a right pad save, and then Rodriguez chipped it in between the body and blocker of Swayman on the rebound.
Evan Rodriguez with his 8th goal of the year. Former PU Terrier. And we're even at a goal apiece as we tick down toward 4 minutes left in this first period. And we get a whistle.
Yeah, both teams
are an icing here against the Panthers.
On the power play here.
That actually is not going to go as a power play goal.
Just
it's
after?
1 second after the power play expired. So off the icing, Bruins will get an offensive zone face-off here. Beliscas and Lindell assisting on Rodriguez. 8th goal of the year, 15:31.
Lindell tracked that puck down after the initial shot hit the post and rotated it back up for Beliscas.
Face-off in the far circle down to our right. Off the draw, comes back to the point man, Lorai. He gives it to Pasternak, pivoting away from Bjornfoot. Now back up top here for Lorai. One-timer, gloved by Bobrovsky, who reaches out and gives a little tap to A.J. Greer for helping to clear the space in front of his crease. 3:54 to go here in the first period. It's the Bruins and the Panthers tied at 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Did you or a loved one serve in the military? You could be eligible for veteran health care at little to no cost. Simply visit va.gov or call 800-MY-VA-411. That's va.gov or 800-MY-VA-411.
Hi, this is Trent Frederick, and I'm excited to team up with the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families this year. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors initiative will donate funds to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger, up to $50,000. To learn more about Feeding the Puck for Families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feed the puck.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Morgan Geeky's power play goal for Mason Lorai and David Pasternak is our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order. 1-1 our score, 3:54 left here in the first period. Third of the 4 meetings between these two teams. Florida winning the first 2 back in the first week of the season. They'll see each other again at TD Garden coming up in March. As the puck cleared out here by the Panthers, back in his own zone is McAvoy. Off of Geeky, tapped on to Zaka. Zaka behind the defender, trying to fight his way to the net as Kulikov was trying to hold him off, and somewhere in there, Bobrovsky able to cover that puck up.
Yeah, I like the way Zaka lowers that left shoulder right and tries to barrel his way to the net. Take it strong there. You never know what's going to happen. instead of taking the easy way out, you might want to pull up and maybe look late. If that's another alternative. Then he gets knocked down by Reinhart coming back into the zone that time as he tries to locate the puck. And Bobrovsky was able to get a glove on it, but I like taking the puck strong to the net in those situations.
You never know what can happen, right? Get the puck in there, get a scrambly goal. On the near side boards, Schmidt played it up the wall, tap free on to Bennett coming through neutral ice. His pass just out of the reach of Luostarinen, but he tracks it into the near corner. Fedorov played it away from the far side of the net. Schmidt played it back down into the corner, and the Bruins look to clear as Coyle gets the pass and starts up ice from the red line. Wheels it off to the left side. Marchand going around Schmidt and around behind the net. Trying to sweep it along the near boards back towards Keith, who sends it back down low. Lindholm, a position on Mikkola, able to fight him off. And it back to Zadorov at the far point. Now deep it'll come towards Coyle, but Bennett
Pretty
comes
good
in
battle in
wins
front.
that puck. And
Schmidt's got a hold of Marchand's stick. And Marchand knocked him down.
They are in the crease right now, and Schmidt gets back up and knocks Marchand down. Everybody's gathered in. Pete in a bit of a wrestling match with Tkachuk.
This better be both, because Schmidt had a hold of his stick the whole time. He's still holding. He's on the ice. He's still holding the thing.
Both guys going into the box.
Boston number 63, minor penalty, high sticking. Florida number 88, minor penalty for holding.
Yeah.
4 on 4.
Holding the stick.
So it'll be 4 on 4 here with 2:55 to go in this first period.
It's here in Florida to see what they want to see, but I'm watching Schmidt hold his stick the entire time.
Now, Brad Marchand does tend to bring that emotion out in a lot of fans around the league. But the Bruins, they're doing the work in front of Bobrovsky right now.
I don't know where the high stick from Marchand occurred, but either way, he knocked him down, and yeah, they both deserve to go here.
Schmidt was ready to fight there, too. Threw his gloves off while Marchand goes down onto the ice.
No, not really. That's convenient.
The officials sorting all this out. Bruins and Panthers will get their 4-man units out here. Boston will go with Pastrnak and Zacha as the forward pair, and McAvoy and Lohrei as the D pair. Barkov and Reinhart with Forsling and Kulikov for Florida.
Surprised Forsling not on the power play. I guess with some of the injuries they have, maybe you're going to use him a ton, and you want to make sure that he's fresh 5 on 5. A little surprised not using him with the man advantage.
There's Lohrei skating out of the Bruins zone. Finds a pass right side for Pastrnak. Back to Lohrei. Goes back in front. Poke checked away there by Bobrovsky. On the near side boards, Zacha able to win it back for McAvoy. Hands off out near the blue line. Zacha back to McAvoy, working his way down the left wing wall. Pastrnak now to Lohrei. Tapped it back toward Pasta, and the return pass doesn't connect, and a turnover. This gives Kulikov a chance to clear instead of good cross ice.
Puck was there for him. He just missed it.
Here's Barkov getting the feed ahead. Reinhart down the left wing circle, put it wide of the net. Off the far boards, Mikkola played it back in deep. Reinhart is there for the Panthers. Brings it off the near boards back to Balinskis. Balinskis walking along the blue line. Skates toward the top of the right circle. Plays it around Geekie. Back to Reinhart. Hands back to Balinskis again as they cycle it around the offensive zone with 50 seconds to go on a 4-on-4. Lindell put a shot wide off the end board. Out of the right wing corner. Reinhart work it back along the boards. Balinskis stepping toward his left. Bumped by Zacha. Stays with the puck. Minute and a half to go in the period. Reinhart gives back again toward the point for Balinskis, but under pressure, knocked to the blue line, and Zacha able to win that puck. Lohrei coming back in his own zone on to McAvoy from the near circle. Geekie tapped one coming through neutral ice to Lindholm, and then they get tangled up coming across the blue line. Verhaeghe will bring the Panthers back 13 seconds before the penalty box is empty. Lundell along the right wing side. We get a delayed call coming here against the Bruins. as a shot gets blocked in that far circle, and it's touched up. And Florida will get a power play here with a minute to go in the period.
The standard is
pretty tight right now.
Is tight right now, big time. That is nothing by Geeky coming back. It is tight. They're calling everything.
Trevor Hansen and John A. Bear, the referees today.
As long as that standard stays consistent, and the players know it. If you start calling it now and then you don't call it in the second period, now you get frustrated players. There's not much there to that. It was a slash. It was a slash to the shaft of the stick off the rush. So okay, that was more than the Lori one.
Right. This starts as a 4-on-3 for 5 seconds. As Verhaeghe takes a shot from the left circle, saved by Swayman. He covers it up just as Marchand and Schmidt were released from the penalty boxes. So it now is back to a 5-on-4 power play for the Panthers, who scored scored right at the end of their first opportunity in this first period.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, a power play goal, even though it'll go down as 5-on-5.
54.7 seconds left here in the period. 1-1 our score. Barkov gets kicked out of the face-off circle. So it's Verhaeghe against Coyle. Coyle won it back into the corner. Carlo went down against Barkov. Barkov centering pass comes all the way back to the point. Reinhart gives to Schmidt. Now Barkov, top of the left circle, a shot with Tkachuk right on the doorstep. It was saved by Swayman.
He just gave an extra shot to Swayman there, a little whack.
Not Matthew Tkachuk. Would never. 41 and a half to go in the period. Lindholm will take this draw against Barkov. Near circle down to our left. Off the face-off. Puck comes from Carlo to Zadorov, and he sends it all the way down ice. Schmidt comes back to get it from Bobrovsky. Panthers moving right to left. 30 seconds to go in the period as they break out of the zone on the power play. Through the neutral ice. Deep it comes. Zadorov pokes it along and shot to the blue line, but not out. Save made at the blue line by Schmidt.
It's not even a save. Beecher has a chance to clear, and he put it right on the stick of Schmidt.
Tkachuk handed it back to the blue line. 9 to go in the period. Barkov along the left wing circle. Sends it back across. Winding and firing was Reinhart. Saved by Swayman. Long rebound. Poked out of the zone, and that will do it for the first period. So the Bruins able to snap their 8-game power play drought. But the Panthers get one to tie it. And we are tied at 1 as we go to the first intermission here in Florida. We'll take a break. Back with our first intermission coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealer.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. It's time for intelligent design, plus exciting performance. Get a new vehicle you'll love. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
When it comes to Toyo Winter Tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire, because Town Fair has over 100 locations with over 600,000 tires in stock. So we buy Toyo tires for less and sell Toyo tires for less. The guaranteed lowest price. Plus, we offer so many free services, you get the guaranteed best deal you can find on Toyo Winter Tires. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hey, DQ fans, get 2 of your favorite single cheeseburgers for $5 or 2 double cheeseburgers for just $7 with the DQ Cheeseburger Lovers Deal. Go quick, this won't last long. Only for a limited time at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good. NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game so you can catch all the action live. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/NHL.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? You bet we are. And get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the playoffs. And the key to you scoring big is betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code SPORTSUP. That's promo code SPORTSUP for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Hope is here. Call 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball.
Hi, I'm Patrice Bergeron. This season, Avita Bank and I are continuing Assist for Kids. Avita donates $50 every Boston Assist up to $30,000, and I will donate $7,000 to help Metro West families pay for youth hockey. Get details at avitabank.com/Team Bergeron. Avita Bank, honest to goodness. Member FDIC, member DIF.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5, the Sports Hub. Media Group Station.
First intermission here in Florida. The Bruins and the Panthers are tied up at 1. And as part of our first intermission this week, we look back at the week that was around the NHL. Wild card races heating up. Alex Ovechkin still creeping closer to Wayne Gretzky's scoring record. The Dallas Stars continuing their winning ways, and the Columbus Blue Jackets scored 6 times in a game again. It's your NHL Plays of the Week.
Saad 2-on-1 with Texier. Saad in. Score! Hat trick! Brandon Saad! If you've got your hat, chuck it at the radio. It's a hat trick for Brandon Saad and a 4-0 St. Louis lead. Kim, here goes our first hat-trick hat.
Oh, boy. Along the right wing boards to the blue line to Kulak. Skates across it down the left for Nurse in front to Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl high to the stick side on Dostal. And the Oilers are up.
A rebound. They score! At the faceoff. It's Alex Ovechkin. Cutting low. Backhand short side on Quick. 9:10 left. It's 5-3 Washington.
Wenberg gets it back in the corner, away from Siegenthaler. Back to the point. Ceci blast. Star! Alex Wenberg wins the puck in the corner, and Cody Ceci lets the blast go. It gets through Markstrom with 24.2 seconds left in the game, and the fans explode at SAP Center as the Sharks take the 3-2 lead.
Matthews to the line and in. Dropped it off for Nyes, who sends it around back of the net. Matthews trying to center. Tony did! Scores! Hat trick! Hat trick for Nyes! The Leafs regain the lead! Oh, it's been breathtaking in 3-on-3. Duchesne to the near circle, keeps it on his tape, up for Stankovic. Logan Stankovic shoots, and the save off the right arm of Vemelka. Nice contact by Duchesne, gives possession back to Dallas.
Crows can't move.
Heiskanen, long change here in overtime, so he'll hand off to Johnston. Harley is back on. Johnston will turn back at center. Just realized in the nick of time it would have been offside. Now they're in cleanly.
Matt Duchene couldn't stop Harley. He scores! Another overtime winner for Thomas Harley. This one completes a perfect homestand. Across the rink, Wolof shot, save and rebound. Game over! Sebastian Aho fills the lane in his 600th career point.
Islanders go the other way. Bo Horvat's got a breakaway. The game on his stick, shoots, he scores! Oh, Bo knows big goals! Bo Horvat, an overtime breakaway winner!
Back over to Suzuki, right side, scores! And it's 3 overtime winners this season for Nick Suzuki.
53 to go on the Red Wing man advantage. Larkin wins the draw. Kane moves in, shoots the puck, scores! Oh boy, Patrick Kane, showtime, baby! And the Red Wings win 3-2 in overtime over the Ottawa Senators tonight.
Harley comes on, Stankoven with the puck, over to Ben. He's got Harley. Goes to the right, Robertson. Harley, top of the zone. Robertson in front, tip, score! Jamie Benn, the captain, completes the comeback. And the Stars have beaten the Rangers 5-4.
Nice play by Carrick. Rangers break out Riley Smith. 2-on-1. Carrick scores! Sam Carrick wins it in overtime.
Back live at Provorov, who's on the ice at the right point. Gives to Matejchuk. Return it to Provorov, now on the left wing towards. His shot got blocked, but then it does trickle through, and that allows the Blue Jackets to keep the pressure in the Seattle zone. Dan Reemstein right behind the net. Walks out to the right, puts it in front. Kent Johnson couldn't get it, but then Matejchuk buries the first goal of his National Hockey League career. He got the rebound, he gets the goal, and it's a 4-1 lead for the Blue Jackets.
Blue Jackets rookie Denton Matejchuk with his first career goal. They're excited about him in Columbus. He wraps up our NHL Plays of the Week. Bruins and the Florida Panthers are tied at 1 after the first period. We'll check the out-of-town scores coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Like professional sports, life can be rough and tumble. Make sure you're ready to take care of yourself and your family with health insurance from the Massachusetts Health Connector. Not only does the Health Connector give you great coverage and benefits, it's also the only place where you can get help paying for your insurance. Need health insurance? There's just days left and the clock is running out. Go online to mahealthconnector.org by January 23rd to find the right plan or find local help that can get you the right plan, no matter how rough things get out there.
Get ready for the Kaboom X Snowmobile Freestyle Show and Sunday Fun Day Racing, presented by Pacifico at Tenny Mountain.
Big Air evening shows on Friday, January 10th and Saturday, January 11th.
And new this year is Sunday Fun Day. Kids and vintage snowmobile racing all day, Sunday, January 12th, beginning at 9 a.m.
Tickets are only $25, and kids 12 and under get in for free. Go to skitenny.com to buy your tickets and register to race.
The Kaboom X Freestyle Snowmobile and Sunday Fun Day Racing, Tenny Mountain, presented by Pacifico.
Hey, what's up? It's Zoe, and I got another great new truck from Albrecht Auto. That's right, the Albrecht Auto Group. And once again, they took great care of me, and they're going to take great care of you. It's how they treat every customer. If you need that new Buick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, GMC, Infiniti, Nissan, Toyota, pre-owned, and now Subaru, that I mentioned, the all-new Albrecht Subaru of Wakefield, find the vehicle that you want at a fair price at albrechtauto.com. Now they have 8 great locations, thousands of new and pre-owned cars. Find your next vehicle at albrechtauto.com. Get respect at Albrecht, and tell them Scott Zolak sent you.
Score a pair of GA Plus wristbands for the day of your choice to Boston Calling Memorial Day weekend at the Harvard Athletic Complex. Head over to 985thesportshub.com and enter for your chance to win.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting.
And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings plus special financing. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Bruins and the Florida Panthers are tied at 1 after the first period. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scores from around the NHL. Well, there are no scores right now, but there's a lot of games on the schedule today and tonight, including 4 o'clock face-offs in Buffalo, where the Sabres will take on the Seattle Kraken, and in Pittsburgh, where the Penguins and the Senators, who are both battling for playoff positioning on the outside looking in or just creeping in, they will take to the ice today at 4 o'clock as well. 7 o'clock face-offs tonight up in Toronto, where the Maple Leafs will host the Vancouver Canucks. The Dallas Stars have won 6 in a row and 4 straight on the road. They visit Montreal, where the Canadiens have won 9 of their last 11. Also a 7 o'clock face-off, the New Jersey Devils hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. Devils coming off a 1-4-1 road trip return home tonight. Also 7 o'clock face-offs in Philadelphia, where the Ducks visit the Flyers. The Blackhawks will host the Oilers tonight at 7 Eastern. The Blue Jackets are on the road to take on the St. Louis Blues, and the Colorado Avalanche visit the Winnipeg Jets for a 7 o'clock face-off as well. An 8 o'clock start in Nashville with the Predators hosting the Washington Capitals. The Islanders are out in Utah to take on the Hockey Club. 9 p.m. Eastern time face-off there. And the 10 o'clock starts tonight out west. It's the Kings at the Flames. The Vegas Golden Knights hosting the New York Rangers, and the Minnesota Wild are in San Jose to take on the Sharks. First intermission here in Florida. It's the Panthers and the Bruins tied at 1. We'll have the second period coming up on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
Hey Google, cool down my car.
And
hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
Or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the new 2024 Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device sequence assured and simulated activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google, Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 60 months on new 2024 Rogue and dealer stock. Example, 0 down payment, 16 months financing at $1,667 per month per 1,000 financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 2/3/25.
The Peterson School has been a leader in teaching the trade since 1946 and is now enrolling for their spring semester in Woburn, Westwood, Worcester, and Haverhill. Visit petersonschool.com to learn more. The Peterson School, they teach the trades.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Your local Nissan dealers. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com. And Dairy Queen. DQ fans, kick off your favorite game with a sauced and tossed chicken strip basket. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Whether you're putting together a hockey team or Ford's award-winning lineup of SUVs, a great team starts with the right players. Like the iconic Ford Bronco Sport. It not only looks great, but its 4x4 capability means it can handle just about any kind of weather. And the rugged Ford Explorer, with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Lorai's on now. His shot knocked down in front. Geeky, a chance, scores. The power play cashes in, and the Bruins grab a 1-0 lead. Bruins in Florida tied at 1 after the first period. The Bruins goal scorer, Morgan Geeky. First off, how big was it to get a power play goal and finally snap that streak?
It was good. Sway kept us in at the start there. And, it's big. It's especially just mentally, it's good to get one. So, we're going to keep building off that and continue the next 40 minutes here.
Tell me a little bit about how that goal developed from your perspective.
We just made a good entry. Dave skated in. Mace got a shot through. Pav was kind of in front, took away his eyes, and, just was in the right place at the right time and snuck it by him on the back end. What's the biggest key against this Florida team defensively? Because they've got some really big guns up front. Yeah, for sure. They spin around down low pretty well, and their D-men shoot pucks often. So, just get into our spots quick, know our system, and, kind of rely on our structure. So, just try to build off what we did, towards the end of that period and keep it rolling. Thanks for the time. Good luck in the second. Thank you. All right, thanks to Morgan Geeky for joining us, and his appearance is brought to you by TD Bank. TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins. A minor change to the scoring in that first period on the Florida goal. Evan Rodriguez's goal is now being credited as a power play goal. They have changed the timing of that goal by a second or two. So it's Rodriguez from Belinskas and Lundell at 15:29. It was originally coming up at 15:31. So Florida is 1 for 2 on the power play, as are the Bruins. Panthers will open on the power play here to start this second period for just under a minute. And they'll bring the puck from left to right, as it is sent around behind Jeremy Swayman. Around to the near side boards, it'll come popped ahead by Zadorov, but not out. Along the near side circle, Reinhart will push it back in deep. Shot attempts in that first period were 33-9 in favor of the Panthers. Puck angled out into the neutral zone.
Under siege there, especially early on in that period.
Brought back across the blue line here. Panthers come right to the front of the net, and a shot by Verhaeghe chips up and over and out of play.
It's good entry by Florida with the man advantage. Speed through the neutral zone, entry, and get a shot off the rush. It was blocked away by the Bruins, but a little delay play. They get into the zone. Barkov just dishes this puck off to the left side, and there's some time and space there to get this shot away from Verhaeghe.
Face off in the far circle to the right of Jeremy Swayman. Down to our right as well. Of those 33 shot attempts, 14 of them were on goal in that first period. We got another one here early on, and Lindholm will send this one all the way down ice. 10 seconds to go on the penalty to Morgan Geeky. Coming out of his own zone with it is Reinhart. Up the near right wing side. Around the boards it goes through the far side corner. Back toward Reinhart down low. Cut it out in front, and one-timer by Barkov. Swayman made a great stop. Geeky's out of the box, and he's got the puck on into the Florida zone. Locked up in that corner to his side. Angled off the boards by Pasternak. Back for Osterley. He swings it deep. It'll come all the way around the near side. Lorai pinching down toward Rodriguez. But the Panthers will get it cleared. In the neutral ice, Osterley knocked it away from Luostarinen, but picked up by Kulikov, and right back in across the Boston line they come. Down the left wing circle, Bennett. Shot was forced wide of the net. Kulikov waited back toward the near corner. Osterley along the end boards gets locked up. Rodriguez takes it free to the far circle, turns around and fires wide to the short side. The puck goes off the glass and out of play.
I know you're coming off of a penalty kill, but interesting to have Osterley and Lorai out there together. Osterley playing his offside. A couple looks. Now the Bruins will make the full line change. Try to get the pairs back together.
Osterley playing just his second game in the last 8. And Parker Wotherspoon in that spot for the most part of late.
And now you come back with Peek and Zadorov on the back end.
Laughlin gets kicked out of the faceoff. Beecher will get in there. Panthers control it, but Verhaeghe has it knocked away by McLaughlin and out of the zone. Zadorov sends over to Peak far side. Up the right side, McLaughlin will redirect it deep into the attack zone. And Beecher in on the forecheck in that far corner. Able to win that puck, goes behind the net, turns it back out in front, looking for McLaughlin. It was knocked away. And the Panthers will break it out. Coming through neutral ice, Verhaeghe back checking McLaughlin, able to get a stick in on that puck. Zadorov deals to Beecher. Beecher with a pass left was too far for Kepke.
You got the guy beat in the middle of the ice. Move your feet, get going, use that speed.
On the far boards, Bruins get hemmed in the zone, and a shot by Verhaeghe is taken by Swayman, hangs on to it.
Like for Beecher, that's you. Use your speed. You've got the guy beat. Now turn it on and get moving up through the neutral zone. And he had a couple rough ones the other day in terms of open nets, and you could see the frustration on his body language and his face, as he goes to the bench on a couple of occasions last game against Tampa.
Off the face-off, shot attempt was blocked. Second effort by Namaskevich. Ended up getting through. Coyle on the near side circle. Osterley outlets it for Frederick. Lost it coming through the neutral zone, and the Panthers come right back in. Osterley will bring it behind the Bruins net this time. Plays it off the near boards. Coyle trying to turn it up ice. Lost possession. Greer able to hand it off. Namaskevich coming to the near circle, and in front a chance for Nosek as well. Namaskevich along the right wing circle. He'll play it back to Mikkola. Over to Schmidt for a one-timer. Saved by Swayman. Rebound by Namaskevich. And Swayman able to scoop that up and hang on to it.
We talked about Beecher prior to the last whistle. That was a turnover coming out of the zone. This time, I know that the puck wouldn't cooperate there for Coyle as he tried to settle that puck down, but Bruins end up turning it over again. Leads to a couple more chances, and they continue to pile up. Florida out shooting the Bruins 19-6, and you already documented the shot attempts, which gives you an idea and a pretty good indication of where the puck has been most of the time here so far this afternoon.
Well, Florida got out, and the first 5 minutes or so, it was almost all into the Bruins zone in that first period. And then Boston got the power play, scored a goal, even things up a little bit, but they'll get it out here.
2-on-1.
Lindholm and Marchand coming ahead 2-on-1. Marchand takes the shot from the right circle. Glove save, Bobrovsky, no rebound.
That's a good confident save by Bobrovsky right there. The Bruins have not had much here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a 2-on-1. Lindholm taking the draw. This puck ends up out near the left point, and they try to hand it off to Tkachuk out at the left point. Doesn't get to him, and now he's flat-footed, and Marchand picks it up. He's going back the other way with Lindholm on the left wing side, Marchand on the right wing side. Marchand tries to go high to the glove, and Bobrovsky standing up makes that glove save.
But Marchand in an 8-game goal-scoring drought coming into this one. Had that lengthy streak of 11 games for 7 goals and 7 assists. Things have kind of dried up for him here of late.
Got Wahlstrom on this line right now with Marchand and Lindholm.
Panthers trying to get out of their zone. Able to play it out was Kulikov, sent right back in. Try again.
Quick change then for Wahlstrom. Just went to the bench, and Pasternak comes out.
Dumped in around the far boards. Pasternak up the far side, played in toward the middle, picked off by Tkachuk. Back toward the Boston zone it comes. Centering pass for Tkachuk, broken up. Pasternak outlets it for Zacha. Zacha brings across the line, hands off to a cutting Marchand, trying to get it into a shooting position. Instead goes back to Lohrei. Lohrei threw one in front as Zacha was floating through the slot. Instead it went into the far corner. Zacha brings it back toward McAvoy for a one-timer and a blocker saved by Bobrovsky. Reinhart will bring the Panthers back up ice as he skates it slowly down the right wing side. Zacha comes over, puts a stick on him. Try to win that puck. Reinhart Turned it back toward the point. Now shot right back in behind the Bruins net, but Lori right there. They'll poke it along toward McAvoy. It came back into the middle for Lori, and he'll skate it up into neutral ice, and from the red line, dump it in. Bruins changing here as we tick down toward 5 minutes gone in the second period in a tie game. Right back into the Bruins zone came Barkov, but then lost it as Beecher and McLaughlin converged on it.
That was a good back check there by Beecher, right? He gets a stick on it, separates him from the puck.
As Bjornfoot sent it up the near right wing side for Rodriguez. Through the neutral zone, the pass to the Boston line. Barkov down the right wing circle, able to maintain possession. Spun away from Beecher. Kulikov at the point, over to Forsling, far side. That shot gets blocked in front, and Koepke has it back on his stick. He'll send it over toward the near side. Osterley moving up from the red line. Tried to dump it deep. Got blocked at the blue line, but came back toward Brandon Carlo. Frederick will play it down the right wing wall and chase Kulikov behind the Panther net. Kulikov pivots out in front of his net and sends the headman pass up through neutral ice. Off to the left side for Verhaeghe. Pete runs him into the corner. Frederick and Lundell in there as well. Puck came popping free, and Pete handles it first. He'll go behind the net for Zadorov. Pete and Lundell both went down. Brought up ice here for Frederick. Dropped it off for Wallstrom. Shot blocked by Bjornfoot and off into the far corner. Comes around the near boards. Zadorov throws it in front. Hit Brazo and then popped toward Wallstrom, who nearly had a crack at it.
It's too hot to handle there. That came right to Wallstrom and handcuffed him there.
Dump in by Peak. Hit Wallstrom on the way by, and that will bring a offside here against the Bruins. We've got 13:43 to go in the second period. The Panthers and the Bruins are tied at 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, what's up, it's Owen? If you're a plumber, a pipe fitter, if you're in the piping trades, then you got to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy. CDS is proud to work with the region's best life science, biotech, and pharma contractors to help them deliver their projects on time within budget. Make CDS your choice for pipe, valves, and fittings. Call them today.
Say hola to T-Mobile's Go 5G Plus plan and stay connected with los tuyos. Plus, get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 on us when you switch. And now, it's easier than ever to join T-Mobile with your eligible matrícula consular. With 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement due. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See T-Mobile.com.
Get quality entrees at Whole Foods Market. Save 20% on no antibiotics ever organic air-chilled boneless skinless chicken breast with Prime through January 14th. Bulk up your salads and bowls with this premium protein. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Hear that? That's the sound of a delicious homemade meal from HelloFresh. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who's got time to cook? But what if I told you with HelloFresh, homemade is easier than ever? With tons of quick, flavor-packed recipes that help you get a meal on the table in minutes. Like Parmesan herb-crusted salmon. I wish you could smell this. Guess you'll just have to taste for yourself. HelloFresh. Homemade, made easy. Learn more at HelloFresh.com.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Fans, sign up for the Bruins Authentics newsletter and be the first to know about the latest auctions and when new Bruins game used, team issued, and team stock memorabilia gets released. Visit bostonbruins.com/newsletter to sign up now. Got 13:43 left here in the second period. It's the Bruins and the Panthers even at a goal apiece. Each team with a power play goal in the first period. Kiki from Lori and Pasternak at 6:02. Evan Rodriguez from Belinskas and Lundell at 15:29. Face-off controlled in the neutral zone here by the Bruins. Lori will send it hard around the boards and near side. Marchand get in after it, but it's cleared out. Osterinen couldn't knock down a pass coming in his direction. Marchand will play it back in deep. Lindholm gets in after it against Mikkola. Mikkola knocked to a knee. Puck will come toward the near corner. Kachuk dropped it back down for Schmidt. Osterinen in the far corner. Run it back in behind the net. Schmidt coming toward the near side. Gives the long for Kachuk. Knocked away by Lindholm. Marchand tried to shoot. Got it back onto his stick, and then Schmidt blocked it.
Good second effort by Coyle there as well.
Brought back through the neutral zone. Osterinen Takes a hit from McAvoy as he plays the puck around the boards. Kachuk got it back toward the blue line, and a shot by Forsling, knocked down, and then forced wide of the net on the rebound. Lori played it back out into neutral ice. Marchand at center, couldn't find it. He'll come back toward Lori on the near side, boards in his own zone. Bruins moving from right to left offensively here in the second
they've
period.
made these changes to the pairs, right? You got Lori playing with McAvoy right now, and Zadorov playing with Peak.
Comes around the near boards. Pasternak tried to throw it in front, blocked by Barkov. He and Reinhart move forward. Reinhart just inside the blue line, slips around Zacha, deals off to the far side. Rodriguez, Barlow sticking away at that puck in the far corner. Zacha involved as well. Barkov's got it free. He'll play it back down toward Reinhart in that left wing corner. Rodriguez comes over to get it and try to get it back to the point. Cut off by Geeky. Bruins break out. They couldn't get cleanly out of the zone. Geeky from the red line will dump it in. Forsling holding it at bay in the far corner. Kulikov here's it out of the zone. Comes bouncing to Osterley at center. On to the left side. Picked off by Reinhart. Long pass up ice. Trying to spring Lundell. That was taken away. And Beecher brings Geeky onto the left side. Geeky moving toward the high slot in front for Beecher. And the
it was there for him.
Yeah, just didn't connect.
It was there for him. I don't think he expected it.
Beecher back in his own zone, gives to Zadorov. Long pass up the left wing side. McLaughlin hit and held along the near side boards, trying to stay with that puck. Kicked it down toward the corner. Centering pass, got all the way through to the far point man, Pete. His shot hits the body in front, and the Panthers will go the other way in a hurry. Verhaeghe down the left wing side, tries a drop pass, came out in front as Greer sent it across for Bjornfoot, who was crashing toward the net.
Not a bad look.
And it's covered up here by Swayman, and we get a wrestling match in front as the Bruins try to keep the Panthers away from their goaltender.
Fans, hockey season's the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
11 minutes to go here in the second. A tie game. Shots now 20-8 in favor of the Panthers. Less than halfway through this one. Bruins will have a defensive zone face-off coming up here. Boston will head home after today's game. Get ready for another matchup with the Lightning on Tuesday night, their next outing.
It's actually a light week.
It is.
Right.
One play after that.
Realizing, yeah, you get 2 days between today and the game against the Lightning, and then you get 3 days off between Tuesday's game and Saturday's game against Ottawa.
Brazo just outside the Boston line. We'll play it up the left side.
At some point, the other team's got to catch up.
Right, exactly. Frederick from a wide-angle shot saved by Bobrovsky, and we got another dust-up. Well, we got two of them, one behind the net, one in the near corner with Frederick, and now Lori gets into it in front of the net with Greer, and they're wrestling. Greer looks like he wants a scrap here. Frederick's going to come over and get involved in that, and this thing's about to break loose. The linesmen, both of them, trying to get between Frederick and Greer and pull them apart. And now Brazo's getting into it with someone in the pile here.
My question is why? Just let
him
Greer
go.
and Frederick settle it.
Yeah. The referee trying to get Brazo and Nosek apart.
Yeah. Frederick, like, Lori's a big guy, but he's not somebody that wants to drop the gloves, and Greer's more than willing.
Not with A.J. Greer, especially.
It was Greer and McAvoy at first, and then Lori came in. It's kind of a little bit, be careful what you wish for, and then Frederick noticed it and got right in there quickly.
So Greer and Frederick are into the penalty boxes right now. The officials talking with the captains here. Sort all this out.
I guess it'll all be even. But
Boston 11 minor penalty for roughing. Florida 10, 4 minute roughing. 2 minute power play Boston.
Greer the extra 2.
So the Bruins will get a power play out of it with 10:31 to go here in the second. Greer gets 4 to Frederick's 2. So I guess 2 with Lori and 2 with Frederick. This one, as many of these games with the Panthers tend to do, has a little bit of
it all started too with
juice in it.
Sam Miskevich, he's cross-checking Wallstrom. Wallstrom was just doing a flyby on Bobrovsky as he made the save. I didn't understand that, but that started the whole thing.
For the Bruins to their third power play of the game, 1 for 2 so far. Pasternak will angle it back to Marchand out of the blue line. His shot hit a leg of Forsling, kicked wide of the net. From behind the net, Pasternak will play it back off the near boards. Marchand from the near circle goes down low. Pasternak centering pass, and Zacha healed it into the far corner.
It's the right play. Zacha's got to handle that.
McAvoy at the right point. Marchand backhands it towards the side of the net. Lindholm gets taken down by Kulikov. Puck is in behind Bobrovsky's net. Minute 20 to go in the man advantage. 5 or 6 guys trying to dig that puck free, and now Marchand's got it in the far corner. McAvoy back at the blue line. Down into the right circle for Marchand. Over across ice it comes for Pasternak. Gave it up and got it back for McAvoy. Pasta works his way back out toward the blue line. To the far side for McAvoy. Shot blocked by Reinhart. Comes around the near side. A chance for the Panthers to clear, and they do.
A little bit more semblance of a setup there in the offensive zone, though, after they gain possession off the faceoff.
McAvoy will deal coming out of the zone to Pasternak. Picked off by Luostarinen. Forced back into the Bruins zone. The first man to it will be Lundell. Lundell out of the left corner. Hits the outside of the net. Gets it back onto his stick and drops it back into the neutral zone so the Panthers can kill more of this penalty time. Bruins have changed up the unit here with 28 to go in the man advantage. Lohrei will start it out of the zone. Brings it ahead to the Panther line. Skates across the line and deals a right wing pass for Wallstrom. Knocked away from him by Bjornfoot. On the end boards, Mikkola battling with Iki. Bjornfoot gets involved in that as well. It'll come around to Coyle at the left circle. Final 8 to go on the power play. Lohrei dealt it off to that right side. Played toward the corner and taken away. And right back out of the zone it comes. Lohrei going to try and get a quick re-entry here as Tkachuk comes out of the box. He was serving half of that double minor, and now he's going to get a breakaway. Tkachuk going right in, and Swayman at the top of his crease made the save. Lohrei clears it up ice here for Wallstrom, and he'll sweep it around Kulikov and deep into the attack zone. Iki goes into the corner for a check, but Forsling stops short. 8:05 to go in the second. We're still tied at 1. Bruins now 1 for 3 on the man advantage today. Dorov in his own zone. Beecher and McLaughlin nearly ran into each other. Peak will play it off the far wall and get it out of the zone. Driven back in by Forsling, but cut off by Zadorov. His pass up ice, though, and Forsling steals that right back. He'll skate it in. Left wing circle a shot. Glove stop by Swayman, hangs on to it, and then he stands up tall and gets into the face of Forsling, and everyone will gather in there. We'll step aside with 7:41 to go in the second period. Bruins 1, Panthers 1. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Hi, this is Trent Frederick. I have teamed up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation this year for Feeding the Puck for families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck to help score a goal, they will be enabling a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank, up to $50,000 to help end hunger. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Remember driver's ed? Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. Sound advice. Yet with all the new technology in cars today, touch screens, cameras, cell phones, there's a lot of distracted drivers out there. Here's more sound advice. Talk to an independent agent about safety insurance. Make sure you and your family have the protection you need to navigate a world filled with distractions. Safety insurance will help you manage life's storms.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
7:41 left here in the second period. Bruins and Panthers are even at a goal apiece. And Bruins trying to end a 6-game losing streak here today. Power play has been such a big part of some of their struggles here of late, but they've got a power play goal today, and that last effort, first unit looking for some bright spots, or at least able to get some zone time, if nothing else. Get some shots at the net.
It is baby steps, that's for sure.
Off the near wall, Marchand couldn't get it out of the zone. A chance coming down the right wing circle, but forced wide of the net. And off the far wall, it'll be Lindholm to get it out. Marchand taps it loose into the Florida zone, but Mikkola gets back there as Schmidt tried to hold off Marchand. Now Schmidt from the far circle has to chop one off the far boards. Mikkola helps it out into the neutral zone. Luostarinen will play it back in deep. Swayman got it out from behind the net onto Carlo in the far corner, but he's up against a pair of Panthers. Popped it out of the air with his glove. Osterley takes it, and he will push it up across his own blue line to the red and dump it into the left wing corner. Wrapping around the far side. Frederick poking at it against Tkachuk. Comes into the middle here of the Florida zone. Barkov will turn it up ice. His pass missed everyone coming through the neutral zone as he tried to connect with Tkachuk. It's an icing against Florida.
Fans, Avidia Bank is teaming up with Boston legend Patrice Bergeron again this season for Assist for Kids to donate $37,000 to help Metro West families pay for youth hockey. Get details now at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron.
Brent Frederick will take this face-off. Wahlstrom and Brazo on his wings. Zadorov and Peak at the blue line. Offload the face-off. Going to dig it free. Panthers will move out of the zone. Backhanded ahead here by Tkachuk. Luostarinen faces into the right wing corner and hammers Peak.
Peak took exception to that. He's going after
Luostarinen. Working over Luostarinen
right
with a stick, and it looks like he has taken a penalty in all this. And Peak getting in Luostarinen's face, and now everybody else is going to start pairing off here. Away from all this, Frederick and Kulikov are poking at each other.
Peak took exception to the way that Luostarinen knocked him into the boards. It was awkward. And they'll call the retaliation on Peak alone here.
Boston 52, minor penalty for cross-checking.
So Florida will go on their third power play. Peak kind of went.
He went awkwardly into the boards.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just he lost his balance a little bit or if Luostarinen had a lot to do with it. He certainly felt that he did. They'll just call the retaliation for a cross-check on Peak. But he went into the boards face first.
Replay picks up after the hit, so we don't get the chance to see what.
Yeah. Kind of wish we had Nesson right now, as opposed to the national telecast that fails to pick up where the Luostarinen's hit. That would help, wouldn't it?
That would. There's Verhaeghe. Tkachuk out near the blue line here for the Panthers as they start their third power play of the game. Otherwise, Peak just lost his mind for no particular reason. Started cross-checking Luostarinen.
The replay started with Peak's cross-check.
There's a one-time effort by Reinhart. Snapped his stick. There are two broken sticks on the ice, both of them belonging to Panthers. Tkachuk along the right wing circle. Takes a look around, brings it to the top of the circle, goes up top for Barkov. Barkov took a shot, scrambled for possession in front. Swayman down, looking to cover it up, and does not. Still loose. It comes off a skate back toward him, and now finally Lindholm is able to clear it.
A lot of pucks pinballing around down there. Got a broken stick in the slot. The referee will grab it, though, and get it out of there.
Yeah, cleaning up all sorts of dead wood here.
I'd like to see them do that more often, actually.
Just get the stick out of the way. Yeah. If you see guys having to skate around them or trip over them.
I mean, sometimes it's fun to see it part of the game where, right, if it's in the middle of the ice or something. If you can pick it up, they'll get it out of there.
So with 5:10 to go here in the second, a tie game, 43 seconds left on the Florida power play.
Yeah, I would love to give you a better evaluation of why Peak was so upset. I know he got knocked down by Luostarinen, but like we said, there's no... Nesson would have had it for us.
Yeah, I think they probably would have.
Yeah, I think so.
You face off. I mean, they only had to wind the tape back another 2 or 3 seconds. Here's McAvoy on the right wing side. He'll play it around toward the near corner. Marchand, wrestling match with Samoskevich, but Panthers will move forward here. Tkachuk gets it just across the line. Gives off for Rodriguez. Shot smothered by Swayman. No rebound. Hangs on to it. 27 to go on the Peak penalty.
Yeah, with Peak in the box, you got Lohrei forced into some penalty killing action now. He'll go off the ice now, and they'll bring Carlo and Zadorov back out on the defensive side of things.
Coyle and Beecher come out as the forwards for this face-off. Far side to our right. These guys a little antsy here before they drop the puck. Heinzman gives them a quick talking to. And now he's going to boot Coyle out of the draw. So it'll be Beecher to take it. And he wins it toward Carlo. Zadorov poked it back toward Carlo in the far corner. His clearing effort partially blocked. Stays in the zone. Brought back around behind the net by Rodriguez. Deals it back to Bennett. Walks it along the blue line. Here's Rodriguez, top of the right wing circle. They work it around toward the far side. And one-timer by Samoskevich turned aside by Swayman. Bruins will get the clear with 5 to go in the power play.
Samoskevich, former first-round pick. That's good success in the American Hockey League.
And a break into the zone with Nosek. He gets run off of it. Back toward the blue line. Thrown back toward the net and wide. Bruins are back at full strength here. Nosek turnaround shot. It gets blocked by Lohrei, and then he chops it away on that rebound. Frederick out of the blue line, had it knocked back deeper into the Bruins zone. McAvoy has to
good angle
give it away from Greer.
Good angle by Greer.
Pasternak now coming up the left wing side here for Boston. Down the left wing wall. Frederick goes into the corner after it. Give it back to Geekie. Geekie in front, score! Pasternak redirects it from right in front of the crease, and the Bruins make it 2-1. They lead it.
This is a good passing play. A little bit of a rope-a-dope here, right? Pasternak pulls up on the left wing circle. Going to drop this puck into the corner for Frederick, and then Geekie picks it up, wheels around into the left wing circle. And after Pasternak had dropped that puck off, he goes to the far post, and Geekie got himself a golden assist here today. Finds Pasternak back door on Bobrovsky. So they just kill off the penalty, get back to 5-on-5. And Pasternak is able to get the step on Kulikov going to the net. So he drops it off. Kulikov is with him, but he allows Pasternak to get the step going to the net. And does not get good stick position at all. And Pasternak makes him pay.
You mentioned Geekie, a goal and an assist. Pasta has that as well. He assisted on Geekie's goal in that first period. Pasta, his 18th of the season. And we get a whistle for an offside here. So with 3:41 to go in the second, we step aside. It's the Bruins back in front, 2-1 the score. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Whether you're putting together a hockey team or Ford's award-winning lineup of SUVs, a great team starts with the right players. Like the iconic Ford Bronco Sport. It not only looks great, but its 4x4 capability means it can handle just about any kind of weather. And the rugged Ford Explorer with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
Hey, DQ fans, get 2 of your favorite single cheeseburgers for $5 or 2 double cheeseburgers for just $7 with the DQ Cheeseburger Lovers deal. Go quick, this won't last long. Only for a limited time at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Town Fair Tire, the area's largest independent tire dealer, has prices so low you can't say no. The guaranteed lowest price on Toyo Celsius tires. But there's even more. Town Fair gives you more free services than any other tire dealer on every Toyo Celsius tire. 2 unbeatable deals on Toyo Celsius tires that you won't find, no, you can't find anywhere else. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hockey season means it's Peerless Boiler season. Now is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless Boiler. Don't wait. Act now. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Morgan Geeky and Trent Frederick, the helpers on David Pasternak's goal. With those feeds, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation donates another $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about feeding the puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Bruins up 2-1 with 3:41 to go here in the second period. Geeky and Pasternak each with a goal and an assist.
It's been a funny game for a guy like Pasternak, though. He's been a little quiet, but he still has a goal and an assist. It hasn't been as... I mean, that was a nice play there, getting body position on Kulikov. Kulikov's with him. He just loses the stick.
So that's, the thing about a player as talented as Pasternak is sometimes you can have a quiet game, but then you make the big play. And he makes a big play there to get this one back in Bruins.
It's a nice pass from Geeky, though, too.
Get the Bruins back in the lead. The shot goes wide here from Bennett. Around the near boards, bounced away from Mikkola and out of the zone. Panthers will have to get back onside. Boyle able to knock a puck free into the Bruins zone here. Osterley takes a heavy hit. Puck came around the near side. A centering pass by Tkachuk broken up. Bennett just outside the top of the circle. His shot hit Carlo in front. Comes back behind the net. And Tkachuk played it off the near boards. Marchand was over there to take it away. He's dealing with Kulikov and gets it up and out of the zone. Coyle able to keep that puck moving forward for the moment. Now Osterley near the red line. Coyle from a knee able to get it deep into the Bruins attack zone and then head off as part of a change. 2.5 minutes to go here in the period. Pasternak and Barkov came together in front of the Bruins bench. Panthers with possession. Forsling had to quickly play it away from Pasternak as he was coming hard. In the neutral ice, Barkov hands off for Rodriguez. Couldn't find the handle. Turned over in the Bruins zone. Frederick go back and forth with Pasternak. The return pass missed. Kulikov
going to keep this line together.
Pasternak will play it back toward the blue line. Peak. Had it bounce away and out into the neutral zone. Pasternak turns with it. Far side. Geeky tapped it around Forsling, but couldn't get cleanly around him. Now Pasternak onto it on the far side wall. Geeky in the corner. Hit by Barkov. But behind the net, Kulikov will send it up ice for Reinhart. And he dumps it around Zadorov and deep into Bruins territory. Lorai in the far corner first to it. Zadorov behind the net gets it with 90 seconds to play in the period. Now Verhaeghe tries to put some pressure on Zadorov. Ida plays it off the far boards and out through neutral ice. Kept it moving forward.
Kepsi Brazo Zaka. The blender's really going.
Making some of those South Florida margaritas here this afternoon. Joe Sacco. Puck will come around behind the net. Lorai will move it toward the near wall. Verhaeghe trying to center it. Hit a skate. Kicked away from Lundell by McAvoy. Lorai at the back of the net. He'll swing it around the near boards, but again kept in by Balinskis. Now Verhaeghe out of the blue line. Throws one toward the net. It got redirected, and Swayman stayed right with it. Gets it covered with 48 to go in the period.
Yeah, there's some strange combinations going on right now with the Bruins forwards lines.
Oh, it is.
This one stays together, right, with Lindholm and Coyle and Marchand.
Right. It has, the Bruins only have 10 shots as we approach the end of the second period, but they have a 2-1 lead right now. Finding ways.
Now, your goaltender's got something to do with it.
Very much so. That's it. Jeremy Swayman comes in here having lost 5 straight decisions, but not necessarily because of the way he's played in those games. There's an offside net here against the Panthers. They couldn't keep it in the blue line.
And people will look at the last game and they'll focus on that second goal, right?
Sure.
He made some big saves in that game.
Well, you say that all
so did Vasilevsky.
But we say that all the time. People don't necessarily remember when the goaltender bails you out. They remember the bad goal but they don't remember the 5 great saves that he made before or after that.
And I'll emphasize that there were a few things that went wrong before that goal was scored, right? How it was played.
Schmidt throwing one in front. That one redirected just wide of Swayman. Boyle drops it back toward the end wall. 22 seconds to go in the period. Carlo banks one off the boards and out. Goes all the way down on the outside of the Panther net, and that'll be an icing.
Yeah, you could hear them yelling, wheel, right? That means get the puck and get your feet moving, but he's been out there for a little while now, and he just rips that puck off the boards, hoping to get a tip out in the neutral zone to negate the icing. But now 17 seconds to go, you got a kind of a tired group out there.
You get no surprise. Reinhart, Rodriguez, and Barkov for this attack zone faceoff. Barkov's got it on the right wing side. Goes down low. Good play by Osterley. Knocks down Reinhart. Puck goes around the far boards. Barkov there. 4 to go in the period. Dropped it back to the point for a shot, and Swayman gloves that. Gets the whistle with 2 seconds left.
Osterley was able to knock his man down behind the net, but at the same time, you won the faceoff cleanly. And you try to go up the boards with it, just kind of throwing it up the boards. It does not get out. Now you can get that line change that you're looking for. Rodriguez and Marchand giving each other a couple of whacks. Zdorov comes over and gives Rodriguez a little push for the faceoff here.
Bruins have 3 bodies stacked up in the slot here with 2 seconds to go in the period, 2.3 exactly. As this face-off to the right of Jeremy Swayman. Lindholm trying to pull it back toward the corner. Does. Peak will eat it. And the Bruins are going to go to the locker room through 2 periods with a 2-1 lead here on the road over the defending champs. So we'll be back to recap what we've seen through the first 40 minutes. 2-1 Bruins here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub. Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Hi, this is Mark Bertrand from the Zolak and Bertrand Show for VA New England. I have a proud family history of military service, including my father, who served in the U.S. Army. VA New England Healthcare is the highest rated and largest healthcare system in New England. If you or a family member served honorably on active duty for 2 years or deployed or retired from the reserves in any branch, you may be eligible for benefits from VA New England. To get started, call 800-MY-VA-411 or go to va.gov and explore your veteran benefits.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game so you can catch all the action live. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/NHL.
Hey, it's Patrice Bergeron. When I was young, my parents worked hard to get me everything I needed to play youth hockey. They sacrificed their time and money so I could play the game I loved. That's why I've teamed up with Avita Bank again this season for Assist for Kids to help Metro West families pay for youth hockey. For every Boston Assist, Avita donates $50 up to $30,000, and I will donate $7,000 to make it $37,000 to help more kids. Avita Bank, honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF.
The new year brings new adventures. Make sure your vehicle is ready to take on this exciting new chapter with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They'll complete your stay-in-your-car oil change in about 15 minutes. Plus, no appointment is ever needed. Don't spend hours at the dealership. Use that extra time to work on your New Year's resolutions. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off your next visit and find your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of the road ahead.
Peterson School has been a leader in teaching the trade since 1946 and is now enrolling for their spring semester in Woburn, Westwood, Worcester, and Haverhill. Visit petersonschool.com to learn more. The Peterson School, they teach the trades.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZFM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
Osternack now coming up the left wing side here for Boston. Down the left wing wall. Frederick goes into the corner after it. Gave it back to Geekie. Geekie in front, score! Pasternak redirects it from right in front of the crease, and the Bruins make it 2-1. They lead it. Bruins in front 2-1 at the second intermission down here in Florida. Great to have you along on this Saturday afternoon, along with Bob Beers. I'm Ryan Johnston, and Bruins finding a way to get the lead here through 40 minutes, despite a shot disparity that's 28-10 right now in favor of the Florida Panthers, who have put some solid pressure on Jeremy Swayman and the Bruins defense, but they've been able to hold their ground, giving up just the one power play goal in that first period.
Yeah, it's Jeremy Swayman's been excellent. Let's face facts, right? Not outchanced, but shots put towards the net, 65 for Florida right now to 22 for the Bruins. It's been lopsided in terms of, the ice has been tilted here through the first couple of periods, and the Bruins have hung tight. They've done a pretty good job, aside from maybe the first 5-10 minutes of the first period. We're trying to keep it to the outside, trying to limit the grade A chances that Florida's had. They certainly had some early in the game. And Swayman was excellent. Down the other end, they've been opportunistic, right? You had the goal on the power play, had a couple more power plays since then. Really hasn't done a whole lot with those. Some semblance of a power play there on the last one that they had, trying to move the puck around, but really nothing to Bobrovsky. Really no threat to Bobrovsky. There was a fan shot in the slot on the bumper there by Zacha, where we've been calling for them to use the bumper a little bit more. Right. And that time they did, and Zacha fanned on the shot. So, and he was open. He was there. So it's been a little opportunistic. I love the goal that they score here to take the lead. It's a play where Pasternak, makes a smart decision on the left wing side as he enters the zone. He's waiting for help, and he's going to rotate this puck back down low as he's taken away by Kulikov. Takes away time and space on him, and he dumps it kind of down low there for Frederick. Frederick rotates it to the left wing side there to Geekie, and as all that's happening, Pasternak's going to the net. And Kulikov, you say defensemen don't get beat back to the front of the net, right? So he's there. But then Pasternak beats him. He didn't get beat off the wall. He got beat in the slot. And Pasternak got good possession, or good position on him, I should say, with that stick down. And Geekie, really good, strong pass to that back door, beating Bobrovsky. No chance for Bobrovsky on that play. So, I think the Bruins had two chances in that period. One was the Marchand 2-on-1 with Lindholm, where he took the shot from the right wing side, and it was Bobrovsky made that one look easy.
Yes.
He made the save standing up with the glove. A good save. It was really the only odd man rush I think that the Bruins have had here today, and a good save by Bobrovsky there. He didn't have a whole lot to do other than that, and then they get the backdoor goal on the nice feed from Geekie. So and Pasternak gets that one, but it's been lopsided, right? I mean, I think we can all agree with that, and the numbers bear that out. It's 65-22 through two periods, and that tells you where the puck has been most of the time.
Well, I mean, obviously, you hope to not have to have Jeremy Swayman make 27 saves through two periods.
Yeah, sometimes
in this
it's
game.
better though.
But I was going to ask you, so is this how the Bruins have to play to be successful against a team like Florida, that you try and keep everything to the outside in the defensive zone, and crash down in front of him, and then find a way to score goals when you get the chances at the other end?
Yeah, there's no shame in winning a game 2-1.
Right.
And it hasn't been because they've been locked down defensively, but they were better in the second period. there weren't as many, wide open chances like they had in the first period.
Right.
So it was better, and now you hope that you have your best period here, and it's the win a period, win a game thing, but you bear down in terms of where you're giving your chances from. You just got to. They had to protect the middle of the ice way better than they did in the first period, and I thought that they did here in the second. They get the penalty kill, and there were a couple opportunities. There was some pinballing around in front a couple times there, where everybody was trying to find that puck before the Bruins were able to clear it. And as soon as the power play had expired, that's when the Bruins went back down and got the goal. It was a makeshift line as well, right? It was Frederick, Geekie, and Paschak. And then they stuck with that line. So we'll see what comes out in the third period here in terms of lines. So there's been a couple of changes, a couple alterations. Maybe it was because of the timing, late in the second period. They want to kind of shorten the bench a little bit, make sure certain guys don't get stuck out there for too long.
Right.
And now you got the third period coming up where, maybe you go back to them, but we'll keep an eye on that. But this is, hey, you haven't been in this position in a while. A lead going into the third period, opportunity here for some points.
2-1, they lead it as we head toward the third period. And our music of the game brought to you by Live Nation. Summer favorites, Yacht Rock Review, return to Leaderbank Pavilion for 2 shows. Catch them Friday, August 8th and Saturday, August 9th. Get tickets now at livenation.com. We'll check the NHL schedule when we come back on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealer.
Coleman.
It's electric.
Your house was wired in World War I. Need to change it? Call Coleman Electric. You have to charge your new electric vehicle 10 hours to go 2 miles. Call Coleman. Your panel doesn't have enough amps to light 2 lamps. Call Coleman Electric. Everybody knows Coleman Electric, but nobody knows how to spell it. It's not Coleman, it's Coleman. I know, same thing, right? That's the problem. But our Coleman is German, like Colonel Klink, so it starts with a K. Yeah, let me spell it for you. Kuhlman. I know, not easy. People search Coleman Electric and end up with a coleslaw recipe. Worse yet, there's a Coleman funeral home. Folks lose power, they call the funeral home and say, hey, my entire house is dead. Can you give me a quote? It's embarrassing. Just saying there's a big difference between a mortician and an electrician. So next time you have a power problem or project, type Kuhlman and click on that little call thing, and Coleman Electric will be at your place in the flick of a switch. And if the switch is broken, they'll be there quicker. When you need an electrician, call Coleman.
It's electric.
Eat, drink, and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
The Sylvan Street Grill Thursday night Bruins ticket giveaways are back, courtesy of Coors Light, the official beer of the Boston Bruins. Every Thursday at the Sylvan Street Grill in Peabody, enjoy great food, drinks, and a chance to win tickets to the Bruins. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older.
Vancouver Canucks. The Dallas Stars have won 6 in a row and 4 straight on the road. They visit Montreal, where the Canadiens have won 9 of their last 11. Also a 7 o'clock face-off, the New Jersey Devils hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. Devils coming off a 1-4-1 road trip, return home tonight. Also, 7 o'clock face-offs in Philadelphia, where the Ducks visit the Flyers. The Blackhawks will host the Oilers tonight at 7 Eastern. The Blue Jackets are on the road to take on the St. Louis Blues, and the Colorado Avalanche visit the Winnipeg Jets for a 7 o'clock face-off as well. An 8 o'clock start in Nashville with the Predators hosting the Washington Capitals. The Islanders are out in Utah to take on the Hockey Club. 9 p.m. Eastern time face-off there. And the 10 o'clock starts tonight out west. It's the Kings at the Flames. The Vegas Golden Knights hosting the New York Rangers, and the Minnesota Wild are in San Jose to take on the Sharks. Panthers and the Bruins coming up on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
Hey Google, cool down my car.
And,
Hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
Or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the new 2024 Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device sequence assured and simulated activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google, Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 60 months on new 2024 Rogue and dealer stock. Example, 0 down payment, 16 months financing at $1,667 per month for 1,000 financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 2/3/25.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
The wait is almost over.
This crowd is ready for hockey.
The world's best players take the ice to compete for their country. International Best on Best Hockey comes to Boston as Bruin stars Brad Marchand of Team Canada and Charlie McAvoy of Team USA compete to see which hockey nation will reign. Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. The Four Nations face-off. Get your tickets today.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Hey, DQ fans, get 2 single cheeseburgers for $5 or 2 double cheeseburgers for just $7 with the DQ Cheeseburger Lovers Deal. Only for limited time at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The Peterson School has been a leader in teaching the trade since 1946 and is now enrolling for their spring semester in Woburn, Westwood, Worcester, and Haverhill. Visit petersonschool.com to learn more. The Peterson School, they teach the trades.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
This is a black and gold flashback.
Feeds it in the middle of Fisher. He lost it, and Bergeron scores! Patrice Bergeron from the right circle on the Fisher turnover. Now Bergeron with a steal, though. Up ice with Wheeler shorthanded. Bergeron trying to backhand it to Wheeler. Loose puck. Score! Bergeron battles to keep it in. Bergeron in the left circle. Wrist shot, and he scores! That's a hat trick for Patrice Bergeron and a 6-0 lead.
Our black and gold flashback today taking us back to this date in 2011 as Patrice Bergeron scores that hat trick. Tim Thomas 31 saves, and the Bruins beat the Ottawa Senators by a final score of 6-0. Boston trying to snap a 6-game losing streak here today. Has a 2-1 lead over the Florida Panthers as we get ready to start the third period. Each team with a power play goal in the first period. Bruins Morgan Geekie at 6:02 from Mason Lohrei and David Pastrnak. Geekie's 10th of the season made it 1-0. At 15:29, Evan Rodriguez with a power play goal, his 8th from Balinskis and Lundell. Tied the game at 1. And the only goal in the second period belonged to David Pastrnak, his 18th of the year from Geekie and Trent Frederick at 16:11. And the Bruins have a 2-1 lead. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 28-10 in favor of Florida. They led at 14-6 in the first and 14-4 in the second. Each team 1 out of 3 on the power play so far this afternoon. That power play goal snapped an 0 for 14, 8-game slump for the Bruins, who will be moving from left to right here in the third period.
Yeah, that was a makeshift power play, too, right? Because it was a couple guys that changed, and a couple other guys that come on, and a couple leftovers from the first unit.
Controlled here by Mason Lohrei in his own zone. Pass ahead. Tipped by Coyle. Mikkola will get it back deep into Boston territory as he's shoved by Coyle. Puck wrapped around the far boards. Marchand looking for a long pass up ice. Coyle reaching out but couldn't get a stick on it. That's going to be an icing.
Yeah, Mikkola was able to get back as well. Mikkola came under some fire the other day. He had a kind of stuck his leg out. Not kind of. He stuck his leg out on a hit on Stenlund, who used to play, who just won a Stanley Cup with the Florida Panthers before moving on to Utah. Stenlund turned around and gave him a good whack, and he had just been given his ring. Like they had just presented him with his ring in Utah.
Thanks for all the hard work, right? A shot into the near side corner. Coyle will play it out of the zone. Marchand skating onto it on the left wing side against Kulikov. Marchand goes awkwardly into the boards.
Yeah, he lost his balance, and Kulikov finished him.
Here's Forsling back ahead. Centering pass, and they score. Barkov finds Reinhart, who redirects it around Swayman. And the Panthers tie it at 2 early here in the third.
Yeah, Marchand goes down, and then the Panthers go back to work, coming back up the ice. Pasternak's back here on Reinhart, but much like his goal in the second period where Kulikov didn't contain the stick, Pasternak's right there next to Reinhart. He does not get the stick. He lets him jump right by him. And no chance for Swayman on this. Backdoor pass for Reinhart, who's been, for him, in a bit of a slump here. But the Bruins are back. They're back in good position. Drop pass, and then it's Barkov who makes the pass across. And Pasternak looked like he was a little shaken up after that, but I can't tell where. He just hopped on the ice.
Puck into the Bruins zone. It'll be cleared out. Pasternak's going to stay with it here and feeds it off. Coming down the middle. Zacha trying to get it onto his forehand to shoot. Knocked away, and Bennett looking to clear it out.
That's too easy. It's just too easy.
You mentioned Reinhart. Been a bit of a slump. He now has goals in back-to-back games, but he had gone 6 in a row without one. Actually, 6 in a row without a point prior to Wednesday. Frederick in that far corner, but now 24 goals on the year for him. Volleyed into neutral ice. Bruins will get it right back in across the line. Brazo down the right wing corner, got it in front.
Go back to the lines that they had earlier there with Brazo, Wahlstrom, and Frederick.
Wahlstrom sent it around the boards. Back down deep. Wahlstrom now in the near corner against Mikkola. Able to peel that puck free in front for Brazo. Couldn't get the one-timer off. McAvoy to the doorstep. They score! Oliver Wahlstrom gets his first as a Bruin, and they're right back in front 3-2.
Yeah, good persistence here. This is a lot of Charlie McAvoy coming in and joining this play, right? So you've got 4 guys down low. They win a battle along the wall. That's Wahlstrom trying to get it to Brazo. And McAvoy comes in, tries to get this shot away. Gets it poked off his stick right in front, and it's Wahlstrom that the puck comes to off to the right of Bobrovsky, and he's going to slam this one home. He's been due.
Wallstrom, who had 2 goals in 27 games with the Islanders before he went on waivers. Bruins picked him up. He breaks through here in his 10th game in a Bruins uniform with his first goal, first point. And it comes at a big time as the Bruins get right back in front here with just under 18 minutes to go. As the puck is cleared out here, it'll go all the way down into the Florida zone for an icing.
Bruins fourth line out there, and that's a quick line change. Getting Barkov's unit out there.
Charlie McAvoy went over to the official and grabbed that puck for Wallstrom, the Portland, Maine native. Grew up a Bruins fan. Face off in the defensive zone. Boston wins it. McAvoy, second effort to clear it out. Lewinsky's going to drive it right back in. Swayman went out behind the net, couldn't slow it down. It'll come to the near circle courtesy of McAvoy. Here's Koepke up the right wing side. Gets it deep into Florida territory. Bruins will go for the change. Lewinsky, the long pass through the neutral zone, and it'll angle in wide of Swayman. And he plays it in front of the net, gets the whistle.
Yeah. Florida saying, wait a second here. They might take this to center ice.
And ricocheted out of the corner in front of the crease, and Swayman wasn't going to let it go.
Right, because Florida's got a chance to get there first, so he's going to play it. So nobody's back to the dots yet.
Right, so you can't.
When he's playing
they shouldn't blow that an icing yet, right? Nobody had gotten there. They are going to face it off at center ice. Officials realizing the error. As the Panthers control the puck, they're moving from right to left here in the third period. Forsling to Kulikov, up ice. Chuck helps it into the Bruins zone. Swayman sent it off into that far corner. Now Elias Lindholm will lob it out.
Coming up. Panthers.
Kulikov touches the puck, draws the whistle, and a slashing indication here.
Florida 27 minor penalty slashing.
Nobody's copping to it.
Luostarinen turned around and said, "Who, me?" Yes, you.
It's
this is another one that it's been a pretty low standard today to draw some of these penalties.
And it's the referee that's out at center ice that's calling it. It's down in the corner, and it's not much.
And officials have
say, "What, are you kidding me?"
At a very tight standard.
Paul Maurice is saying the same thing. that was it? He just saw the replay. He said, that was it?
So fourth power play of the game here for the Bruins with a 1-goal lead. Just over 3 minutes gone in this third period. They'll have to chase one back to their own zone here.
He did get the lower hand of Zadorov. I will say that. So if they called the one on, who was it there right at the blue line in the first period for the Bruins, and he said he got the stick. Doesn't matter. He got the hand there, and Zadorov, kind of shaking the hand. But
here's Pasternak behind the net, sends it off the far boards, back to Marchand, stepping in for a shot, blocked by Barkov, and Barkov's off to the races the other way. Down the right wing side, drops it at the top of the face-off circle, and Reinhart tried to shoot it, was blocked wide of the net.
He did not block that shot. Marchand completely fanned on it. Barkov tried to get going the other way.
Pasternak plays it over toward the Boston bench. Nearly too many men, and now a chance here for Lundell moving in with a backhand that goes wide. It'll come back behind the net, and Lohrei goes to get it. We heard a soundbite from Morgan Geekie in the first, before the game, talking about those self-inflicted wounds over the past number of games, and Bruins nearly had one there. Pasternak plays it down the right wing side. Coyle will spin it around the far boards. 45 to go in the man advantage. Into the far corner. Coyle and Geekie both there. Geekie sends it back to the far point for Lohrei. Over to the near side for Pasternak. That's hits a body in front as he shot. Taken out from behind the net by Bjornfoot. He will get it out all the way back down towards Swayman. 25 left in the man advantage. Bruins moving left to right. Boyle coming through neutral ice. Hands off to Geekie, cutting toward the slot. Kulikov slaps it away from him.
A little, not desperation, but good effort, second effort there by Kulikov, because it looked like Geekie was going to get by him.
Here's Wallstrom with some speed into the Florida zone. Forced off into the corner by Kulikov. Puck comes around the near side. Geekie skates over to get it just inside the blue line. Try to get it back down low. Instead, he's got it back. Gives over to Lorai. High slot. Shot. Hit the post. At the back of the net,
Wallstrom has a rebound just wide.
Our play is over. Puck comes trickling out in front of Bobrovsky, who lets it go, and A.J. Greer will get it out of the zone. Osterinen couldn't catch up with it. Osterley going to skate it back to the Florida zone and backhand it deep. Boston was getting some changes on, and we have a whistle and a puck touched with a high stick. So the faceoff will come outside the zone here.
Good chance for Lorai, right in the slot. He's got that little slide, drag move that he has from the, when he comes in from the blue line, and it opens up because you've got, when guys come out to try to block a shot, if you don't have that lateral movement, it's going to be an easy block. Right. They get in the shooting lane, lined up with where the puck is. Now he's got the ability to drag and move and get that shot away. And that was Nosek trying to block it.
Peak will go back behind Swayman to retrieve the puck. Koepke got the pass in the neutral ice, trying to give it off to the left side for Beecher. He's in a battle with Belinskas. Comes back out into neutral ice. Tkachuk able to hand it off for Bennett. Bennett knocked down, coming in across the blue line.
Frederick had him lined up. Bennett actually lost his balance.
Belinskas shot it wide to the short side, came ricocheting around the far side. Bjornfoot skates down to get it, and he gets hit the far corner by Zadorov. Peak takes a bump from Tkachuk along the end wall. It'll come around toward Frederick. Trying to chop it out of the zone. Zadorov gets a stick in there as well. Now Mikkola couldn't keep as Koepke fed it out into the neutral ice. Mikkola coming back into his own zone with Frederick on his tail. 13:35 left here in the third period. Bruins on top 3-2 here in Florida. Around the Bruins net, it comes to Barkov in the left wing corner. Centering pass, and Reinhart got spun around. Mikkola from the left point, played it back down toward the circle, and Barkov centering pass that time missed Reinhart. Barkov now on the far circle. Trying to pivot away from first Carlo, and now Coyle chasing him. Hands off to Schmidt. Schmidt goes across ice, and the puck jumped away from Reinhart, but he gets it back. From the top of the face-off circle, brings out toward the blue line. Brings it back down deep for Rodriguez. Off into the far circle. Barkov, they work it around quickly. Near side, Mikkola coming all the way down into the corner, rims it around, and it gets over Barkov's stick and goes all the way back down toward the Florida zone. 12:45 to play here in regulation. 3-2 Bruins. Forsling banks a pass up ice, picked off near the Boston blue line. Pasternak tried to feed it off to that far side, and nearly turned over. Now they get it deep. Forsling way down into the corner. Reaching behind to get it. Zaka got it right out in front, and Pasternak was coming down the slot, but couldn't get it to settle. Zaka. McAvoy has a red line. Dumped into the left wing corner. He'll head off on a change with 12:10 to play. Forsling gave to Kulikov. Up the right side goes Nosek along the far boards. Takes a hit from Wallstrom. Bruins clear it out. Razzo reaching around the defender in the neutral zone, trying to move that puck forward, but instead it'll get back deep, courtesy of Samoskevich. Around the near boards, Wallstrom takes a bump from Bjornfoot. They get tangled along the wall. Nosek got it deep.
Yeah, see, there's a good example. Right? Wallstrom doesn't get it out, but he absorbs the hit and he protects it, so they maintain possession. Now the Bruins get called for icing, but so when that puck comes up the wall, there's coaches that used to say, like, you don't have to get it out, but you can't turn it over.
Right.
And he protects it. He keeps his man on his back, and the puck ends up going back down towards the corner. Defensemen used to hate that, right? I get it up to you. You got to get it out, but you don't give it away there, and you maintain possession.
Interesting to see here going forward. Wallstrom finally gets that goal. Let's see how that affects his game here.
I think it can, because I think he's a guy that can go on a pretty good heater, right? He's had some chances.
Schmidt circling back out toward the blue line, takes a shot through traffic in front. Zadorov out of the far corner, plays it toward Wallstrom, who gets hit by Mikkola. The puck gets through him and all the way down ice. Icing the call.
Fans, hockey season is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
A lot of folks thought Wahlstrom's picked up on waivers that a change of scenery is what his career needs. As you've said it a few times, you get into a doghouse, sometimes it's tough to get out. That's the case in New York. And Wahlstrom blocks that one, and he's on one leg trying to get back to the bench right now.
The Bruins had iced the puck twice.
Gets shot up over Swayman's head. Ricochets around the far boards. And Elias Lindholm able to get it out of the zone. Now Marchand sweeping it free around Mikkola. Pokes it toward the front of the net. And Schmidt just able to recover.
That's a nice job by Schmidt. That was a bouncing puck.
Coyle out of the left corner trying to center. That was blocked near the side of the net. Reinhart will push it up the boards, and now it comes back into the middle for Schmidt. Plays it around Carlo into the Bruins zone, but rejected right back out of there by Osterley. That one's just going to make it for icing. Just got to the goal line. A defensive zone faceoff coming up with 10:37 to go.
Bruins have now iced it 3 times in the last couple of minutes. Going to continue to make plays, right? Don't want to get into that mode of just taking the easy way out every time, making sure you're making the right plays, keeping your feet moving, support.
Wahlstrom, did he lose a skate blade in that? Is that why he was going off on one leg?
Taking it off the ice right now.
Here's Tkachuk off of the face-off. Centering pass for Luostarinen. His shot partially blocked. Tkachuk's got it on the far circle. He turns around and fires. That blocked by Coyle up into the air. Geeky, Osterley, and now behind the net it comes to Carlo far side. Banks it off the boards. It goes past Coyle and all the way down. Whistled for an icing with 10:16 to go.
There's a play off the boards to be made. I don't think you have to go high off the boards, right? That's right off the boards, and then you can get the tip in neutral zone. You get some guys hunched over their sticks over their knees right now, so bent over.
That's the danger if you get into this mode. You get guys stuck out there a long time against the powerful offense here as Lindholm takes one away along the side of the net, gets it out into the neutral zone. Kulikov near the red line, got it back to Luostarinen. Dumped across ice by Tkachuk. Out of the far corner comes Bennett. Pasternak relieves him of the puck, though, and he'll work his way up ice. Off to the right side for Geeky. Back to Pasternak. Throws it in front with Zacha crashing the doorstep. Tkachuk will bring the Panthers back. Verhaeghe just inside the Boston line. Throws one on Swayman. Glove stop. Hangs on to it. Zadorov gets into it with Tkachuk at the side of the net. Getting their sticks and gloves up. That'll bring us to a timeout with 9:44 to go here in the third period. It's the Bruins 3, the Panthers 2 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Start your wellness journey at Whole Foods Market. Save 33% on all supplements with Prime through January 14th. Build the perfect supplement routine tailored for your needs. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
It's Jim from Ace Ticket. Tired of getting ripped off when you buy tickets? At Ace Ticket, we've changed the way you buy tickets with all-in pricing. No more fees. The first price you see is what you pay. Call us at 1-800-MY-SEATS or visit aceticket.com.
1-800-MY-SEATS. Get ready for the Kaboom X Snowmobile Freestyle Show and Sunday Fun Day Racing, presented by Pacifico at Tenny Mountain.
Big Air evening shows on Friday, January 10th and Saturday, January 11th.
And new this year is Sunday Fun Day. Kids and vintage snowmobile racing all day, Sunday, January 12th, beginning at 9 a.m.
Tickets are only $25, and kids 12 and under get in for free. Go to skitenny.com to buy your tickets and register to race.
The Kaboom X Freestyle Snowmobile and Sunday Fun Day Racing, Tenny Mountain, presented by Pacifico.
I'm Jawan Bentley, linebacker and team captain. Little things like a good night's sleep or a healthy meal matter when you're prepping for game day. Did you know nearly 20,000 people in Massachusetts don't have a permanent place to sleep at night or a kitchen to keep healthy food? For our neighbors facing homelessness, those little things can change lives. Join me in helping our neighbors across Greater Boston get access to permanent housing. Get involved today at headinghomeinc.org.
the home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
9:44 to go here in the third period. Bruins on top 3-2. And fans, the 50-50 raffle presented by DraftKings is currently benefiting the Massachusetts General Hospital Hispanic Psychiatry Clinic, which provides advanced clinical care to monolingual Spanish-speaking patients from specialized staff. To support the MGH Hispanic Psychiatry Clinic and enter for a chance to win half the jackpot, visit bostonbruins.com/5050 to get your tickets. Raffle runs through the third period of Tuesday's game. Face off in the defensive zone. Bruins win it. Angled off the boards by Zadorov, but that's going to be another icing.
Win the face-off clean in your defensive zone, and you ice it. We've had 5 icings by the Bruins over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So, in one sense, okay, it kind of keeps things a little calm, but in another sense,
playing with
I want
fire
to see
here.
them making plays coming out of their zone.
Also, going to be a long last 9:37 of this one if they keep like that. Puck will be played around behind the Bruins net by Mikkola into the far corner. Verhaeghe popped it off the wall. Back towards Schmidt. He throws one in front. Might have been redirected on the way through, but Swayman made the stop. He'll get it out. Marchand at the attacking blue line. Send it in on a delayed offside. They'll tag up as the Panthers start out of their zone. Lundell will skate it ahead of the red line. Dumps it around Swayman's net. Verhaeghe in the far corner gets crunched by Zadorov. Backhanded back deep here for Peak. He plays it off the near boards, but Forsling is there to keep it in. Lundell throws it in front. Stopped by Swayman, and then he takes exception to a whack from Verhaeghe. Jeremy will skate away from that and let his teammates stand up for him instead with 9 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's just not in a lot of danger, but not making crisp plays coming out of their own zone right now. You know, Verhaeghe, he took that little push there, and he's been outstanding for this team when the games have been on the line and in overtime. But his plus-minus this year is just staggering compared to a guy like Forsling.
Drive by Kulikov, knocked away.
Yeah, Forsling's plus 21. Verhaeghe's minus 20.
That's unbelievable.
He's got 10 goals, and only 3 of them on the power play.
Right, he's got 30 points on the year. Puck rolled out across the blue line here and brought up ice by Pasternak, but offside as Zacha was coming down the middle. Will step aside. Not 8:35 to go here in the third period. Bruins with a 3-2 lead on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style, plus get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Hi, this is Trent Frederick, and I'm excited to team up with the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families this year. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors initiative will donate funds to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger, up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
8:35 left in regulation. Bruins with a 3-2 lead here over the Florida Panthers, thanks to an Oliver Wahlstrom goal at 2:06. Charlie McAvoy, Justin Brazo with the assists on that.
2 shots on goal for the Bruins, one of them a goal. They have not had the puck in the offensive zone very much. It's been a lot of icings here. do what you got to do to win. They haven't given up a ton, aside from the goal, obviously, by Reinhardt, but they haven't given up a ton. Swayman hasn't had to be overly taxed here in this period, but a lot of icings and a lot of puck possession for Florida afterwards.
The Panthers have 5 shots on goal through the first 12 minutes. Here's Pasternak with a breakaway, moving in. Bobrovsky stands his ground, makes the save, and covers it up.
So you had Pasternak able to get behind everybody this time after the Panthers turned this puck over in the neutral zone, right inside the blue line for the Bruins blue line. And I think it's Zacha that picks this puck up right in front of the bench, and he sends it up for Pasternak behind everybody. And him and Forsling having a little chat afterwards, but that's a good save by Bobrovsky. God, he's had so many breakaways this year that he hasn't been able to finish on. Yeah, Tkachuk got behind everybody in the second period. And that was a big save by Swayman. This one by Bobrovsky. That's a nice saucer pass. It fluttered a little bit, but it got there right on the tape.
Pasternak, who already has 1 today, along with an assist. McAvoy from the blue line. Shot blocked off into the corner off of Rodriguez. It'll be pushed up toward the right side for Kulikov. Now across ice. Forsling drives it around behind Swayman. Wrapped into the far corner. Knocked away from Laura. Came back out in front. Swayman made the stop. Comes back to Kulikov, top of the right circle. That shot, it looked like it hit a body in front, and Lorei will play it out into neutral ice. Geekie sends Pasternak on the rush again. Moves in. Bobrovsky stays with him, makes the save.
Tried a little hesitation move that time. Did Pasternak. He's running out of space.
Here's Geekie getting it back out in front, but knocked off toward the far wall. Zadorov fires, and Bobrovsky gloves that one and hangs on to it.
I like the move, right? Pasternak's coming down the right side. He's going to fake the shot, take a step to his right, try to get Bobrovsky to open up the legs and slide at 5-hole, and Bobrovsky did not bite. He stayed right there. Good position, out to challenge. He's made a couple big saves now on Pasternak to keep this game at 1.
So 2 great chances for Pasternak here in the last couple of minutes. Face off to Bobrovsky's right. 7:37 left in regulation. Off the draw, Mikkola plays it off the boards. Boqvist moving it up toward the Bruins zone, but Andrew Peeke is there. Off the near boards for Brazo. Got a piece of it. It'll angle in toward Bobrovsky, who steers it away from his net. Lundell lifted it out to neutral ice. Peeke there again, and Frederick will drop it back into his own zone. Now Peeke.
See, that's better, right?
Yep.
You had one off the wall, tipped into the zone. You had one right there, tape to tape, tipped into the zone.
Puck touch with a high stick here by Brazo. Draws a whistle.
Not taking the unforced icings, unnecessary icings. Smarter plays coming out.
And we'll be back with you on Tuesday night from back at TD Garden. Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Rematch of Thursday night's game. 6:30 our pregame coverage across the network. 7 o'clock face-off. Bruins hoping they'll have ended their currently 6-game losing streak before they get home. Off the face-off, puck played into the far corner. Balinskis banks it off the boards out toward Tkachuk at center ice. Toss it over to McAvoy inside the Bruins zone. We are under 7 minutes to play. Elias Lindholm tips it deep, in around behind Bobrovsky. It settles in behind the net. Bjornfoot played it around the far boards. Dumped right back deep here by Lindholm. Marchand trying to set up Coyle coming down the right circle, but taken away. Tkachuk skating to his own blue line, to the red, and lifts one high into the air, bouncing down toward the right corner. Lorei quickly sends it around the near boards, picked off the wall by Bennett. Bennett skates it in behind Swayman. Poke checked away from him by McAvoy. Off the near boards by Lorei, but not out. Spinning back around to the far side, and here's Tkachuk. Centering pass. Lushtarina shot, save made, and the rebound goes wide as Swayman went sprawling out of his crease. Lorei will play it up off the glass and out of play.
You got to have a harder play than that. You got to be harder on the puck and harder on the play that you make than that. And that's where Lorei's Lindholm's talking to him right now. He's going to go for this line change, but that leads to that great chance right there. A soft play up the boards.
Bennett standing right there.
Well, that was the first one.
Right.
The second one kept in easily. It's got to be a better, smarter decision. Everything was on this side of the ice for the Panthers. You can't just wrap the puck around right into their pressure.
Face-off win in the defensive zone by Zaka. Lobbed out into the neutral ice. Gloved down by Kulikov. Quickly he gets it off to the left wing side. As Reinhart tried to get it out in front. Bruins take away and head the other direction. Geeky for Pasternak. Broken up by Forsling. And it'll come back down deep into the Bruins zone. Aerial dump into the near corner. Up the wall. Forsling skates down onto it. Geeky trying to get it past Barkov. It hit him and fell down. Along the near boards. It's centered for Barkov and now knocked away. And the Bruins will start out here with Pasternak weaving his way toward the red line. Lifts one in toward Bobrovsky at the side of the net. He'll stick it along for Forsling out of the near corner. 5:23 to go. And a long pass ahead finds Nosek into the Bruins zone. But he gets spun on into the corner by Zadorov. Thrown towards the side of the net. Hit the outside of the post. And it's played down along the near boards by Mikkola. Through the back of the net. Greer wrestling against the boards against Zadorov. Mikkola back at the near point as the puck comes to him. Over to Schmidt, far side. Center blue line, Mikkola. Straight on shot with Zadorov laying down in front. And then Greer sent one through the slot untouched. 4:50 to play. Bruins by a goal. Mikkola from the left wing point will play it around behind the net. Zadorov lost it. Puck comes out in front. They work it back to Mikkola for a shot. Blocked by Brazo. Thrown to the net. And it comes bouncing up into the air. Brazo finds it along the near circle and gives to Frederick, who will skate it out and from the red line send it into the Florida zone as the Bruins need a change. Mikkola. That's a hip check from Marchand, but play the puck along to the far side. Out to neutral ice. And it's Lundell skating into the Bruins zone. Gets shoved by Coyle as he goes behind the net. Coyle popped it up the middle, and Elias Lindholm will get it out of the zone with 4:10 to play. Bjornfoot looking to start it up ice here. Balinskis goes rink wide. On to Boqvist. He's got a bit of a hot hand here.
He has had the hot hand for them.
Down the near side. Digging for the puck along the wall. Bjornfoot trying to push it back toward the corner. It came back toward Verhaeghe. His shot attempt gets blocked. Lindholm works his way back out through neutral ice. Left side for Marchand. Sends one into Bobrovsky's glove, but gets the whistle in an attack zone faceoff when we come back. 3:44 to go here in the third period. The Bruins 3 and the Florida Panthers 2 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealer.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
What a week. My kids were practicing baseball near the chandelier. My wife forgot she was making toast. And I learned that I'm no plumber. Fortunately, safety insurance made life a little easier for us. Our customized coverage ensured we were protected, and safety made it easy to access our policy online, get text alerts, even take advantage of paperless billing. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms, even the self-created kind.
Did you or a loved one serve in the military during the Vietnam era, the Gulf War, Iraq, Afghanistan, or any other combat zone after 9/11? Then you are eligible to directly enroll in VA healthcare. Additionally, veterans who never deployed but were exposed to toxins or hazards while training or on active duty in the United States are also eligible to enroll. Do it today. Call 1-800-MY-VA-411. That's 1-800-MY-VA-411.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Fans, check out the hardest working Player of the Week content on 985thesportshub.com. Bruins page brought to you by the Peterson School. The Peterson School is now enrolling for their spring semester in Woburn, Westwood, Worcester, Haverhill, and Turner Falls. Visit petersonschool.com to learn more.
Bruins have been outshot 35-16 today, but have a 3-2 lead. 3:44 left here in the third period, and a face-off in the attack zone, but it's won by the Panthers. Kachuk giving it to Forsling. Back to Kachuk coming up the left wing side. He brings it in across the line. Swings it over to Reinhart. Forced into the corner by Zadorov. A centering pass here looking for Barkov, but that's taken away. Pasternak along the near boards. Takes a hit from Forsling. Can't get it out. Barkov sent it back off into the far corner. Geeky lets Zadorov have it. Walks it out across the blue line, and he gets knocked down in front of the Bruins bench.
Leveled Zadorov there.
Forsling trying to drive it back in deep. Around the boards it goes to the far side. Knocked away from Rodriguez, but Mikkola is there at the right point. 3:02 to go. Zadorov out of the far corner. Couldn't get it up the wall. A centering pass got through everyone. Here's Forsling down the left wing circle. Forced him behind the net. Heels it around toward the far side. Luostarinen will give it back to him. On to Mikkola from the left point. Shot blocked by McAvoy in front. Backhanded out of the zone by Zacha with 2:43 to go. Coming out of his own zone here is Belinskas at center ice. Marchand able to disrupt him, but Lundell ends up with the puck down the left wing circle. His shot forced up and over the net by Swayman. Belinskas from the far boards got it down into the corner again. Lundell tries another shot. That one redirected wide to the short side. It'll be played off the near boards and out by Carlo. It'll angle down toward Bobrovsky, who skates out between the circles to play it. And he'll be headed to the bench soon here, you would think, with 2:10 to play. Bruins up by a goal.
As soon as they get this puck out the ice, he's going.
Schmidt skates it up to the red line, right through the center circle, in across the line. There goes Bobrovsky toward the bench. Barkov goes toward the end wall against Osterley. Digging for that puck behind the Bruins net. Bennett, Schmidt, and now back off the boards to Verhaeghe at the far point. Over to the near side. Thrown in front by Kachuk and knocked away into the far corner with 1:42 to go. It'll come back to Schmidt at the left point. Deals it off to Barkov at the left wing circle. Takes a look around, goes back up top for Schmidt. Over to the far side. And thrown toward the side of the net. Kachuk looking for the redirect.
He got the tip.
Bennett keeps alive along the far boards. It'll come back to Barkov at the left wing circle. Throws one to the net. Hit a stick and puck lifted up and out of the zone. Glove down by a leaping Schmidt to keep it in. High slot. Bennett hands off, and the shot by Reinhart. Tipped up and over. 1:10 to go. The Bruins get it cleared, and that one will go. And that one will go. High slot. Bennett hands off, and the shot by Reinhart. Tipped up and over. 1:10 to go. The
then you are eligible to directly enroll in VA healthcare. Additionally, veterans who never deployed but were exposed to toxins or hazards while training or on active duty in the United States are also eligible to enroll. Do it today. Call 1-800-MY-VA-411. That's 1-800-MY-VA-411.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Sam Reinhart's goal with 1.8 seconds left on the clock has tied this game, and we are headed to overtime between the Bruins and the Florida Panthers. Bruins get just their second point in the last 7 games, but they really need to get the second one here and end this losing streak.
So Osterley was out there for 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Repeated
They had the
repeated
3
icings.
icings.
Yeah.
Barkov won 3 straight draws in the offensive zone for puck possession. Pasternak was 213. These guys were stuck out there for a while. They had chances to do a few other things with the puck, and they ended up icing it. The icings finally got them in trouble.
So
221 for Carlo.
Yeah. So the 3-on-3 begins here. Lindholm wins the faceoff to get it started. He heads right to the bench. Pasternak and McAvoy get joined now by Zacha. McAvoy near the Florida blue line will drop it back, and Zacha and Pasternak will skate back toward their own zone. Bruins moving from right to left here in overtime. As Pasternak hands to Zacha. Zacha has had some overtime magic this year. Pasternak as well as he cuts to the front of the net. Lost the puck into the far corner, but McAvoy gets down onto it. Up against Reinhart. Need to maintain possession here. They don't. And Barkov will start it out. Here's Reinhart with 2 goals on the day. Coming down the left wing circle. Shot it wide to the short side as Swayman was out to challenge. Barkov will bring it back out into neutral ice here, shadowed by McAvoy, who now turns and goes to the bench. Verhaeghe has it for the Panthers.
Wholesale changes for both teams there.
Just about a minute into the overtime period. Bruins are 6-5 in 3-on-3 hockey this year. Panthers 2-2 with 3 times they've gone to the shootout. Across the line here by Bennett. He wheels back toward the blue line. Hands off to the right side for Tkachuk. Now up to the high slot. It's Forsling stepping into his shot. Borai stepping out toward him as that puck went over the net. Bruins will get it out, and Florida will retreat back toward their own zones. Changes come on again here for Boston. Coyle, Geekie, and Zadorov, the 3-man unit. Panthers come calling into the offensive zone. Tkachuk shot directed up and over the net by Zadorov. Near side boards, and it's Bennett dropping it back into the neutral zone. Nico Mikkola. 3:15 to go. Rodriguez hands off near the Boston blue line. Now regains the puck again. Lundell from the center circle. Brings in across the lines. Finds a little space. Centering pass for Rodriguez. Hit him in the skate as he was moving away from the net. They'll bring it back out into the neutral ice, and they'll reset. Here's Rodriguez down the right wing circle. Save made by Swayman. Geekie's got the rebound, and the Bruins head the other way. Geekie moving down the right wing side. Centers. Zadorov jumping up into the far corner. Has it knocked off his stick. Panthers regain possession. And there's 2:35 left here in overtime. Just about halfway through the 3-on-3. Rodriguez hands it off behind the net, and he heads back to the bench for a replacement. Barkov going to skate it up into the Bruins zone. A challenge by McAvoy along the far circle. Barkov peels it back toward the blue line, sends it toward the near side, wrong side of Verhaeghe. That'll turn it over to Zacha with 2:08 to go. Zacha banks a pass ahead to McAvoy. He's got Pasternak down the left side. McAvoy right circle shot, and knocked away by Bobrovsky.
Got to get back now.
Verhaeghe brings it right back ahead here for the Panthers. Goes around Zaka in front. Swayman makes a great save on the right pad. Now a chance from the top of the slot. Here's Verhaeghe sending one across for Bennett as he gets his stick up in McAvoy, and we got a penalty coming here in overtime. Bennett is arguing. McAvoy down on all fours, and with 1:42 to go in OT, the Bruins are going to go to the power play for a chance to win it.
Yeah, I got to see this one again. They got all tangled up, Bennett and McAvoy. Bennett did have his stick up in McAvoy's face, and for Bennett, who he gets away with a few things, as we all know, which I like him for. But this stick looked like it was up on McAvoy. McAvoy might have helped it.
Florida 9-minor penalty, high sticking.
Well, the crowd here in Sunrise not happy about it.
It's a big save by Swayman there on Verhaeghe as he came to the front of the net, got that little shot away. And Bennett looking back door. Yeah, I mean, McAvoy helps it, but his stick was up in the chin of McAvoy. They were all tied up, though, you know, like both sticks. Now the Bruins will call their timeout.
Remember how this works in overtime. The Bruins will get an extra man here, so it'll be a 4-on-3 power play for the final 1:42 of overtime.
Be a nice time to score their second power play goal since the 5th game of the season.
Yeah.
First time 2 power play goals since the 5th game of the season.
They've had 2 power play goals once this year. They have one today.
Take advantage of the break you get.
Now the 4-on-3 power play, obviously a little different than a 5-on-4 here.
Haven't had many of these this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it better, but
we're going to go with Lindholm, Marchand, and Pasternak, and Lohrei as the 4-man power play unit.
Yeah, well, if they, you know, McAvoy had to be attended to, so whether that's by design or not, to have Lohrei out there, which is a position he can shine for sure.
Face off to the left of Bobrovsky. Panthers win the draw.
Markov is on the face-off circle.
He is wrapped around past Lohrei, goes all the way down ice. Lohrei will start it out from behind Swayman. They're moving from right to left. Lindholm passes right side. Pasternak floats it down toward the right wing circle. Lindholm rushing to get there before Mikkola did. It wraps around the near boards, and Lohrei has it. He'll play it toward Marchand. Had to knock it out of the air, did Marchand, in the near corner. Now a scramble for possession with 1:10 to go. It'll float back toward Lohrei at the point. He settles it down, walks it along the blue line. Gives over to Pasternak, top of the right circle, right in front for Marchand, trying to swing it for Lindholm in the left circle, and it was knocked away, and it gets cleared.
Sliding play by Nico, so Nico's going to make sure that that pass is not going to get by. Marchand knew what he wanted to do with it. He was looking back door into the left wing circle, tried to get it to him right away, and Nico slid to knock it away.
Lohrei to Lindholm, to Pasternak along the right wing side. Gives to Marchand, right back to Pasta, 39 seconds to go. Bruins on the power play here in overtime. Lohrei, high slot shot, blocked by Reinhart. Scramble for it along the near side of the net. Lindholm will play it off the far wall, and Pasternak's got it with 28 to go. Pasternak double clutches the shot, tended across for Lindholm, a one-timer, turned away.
That's a good look. Lindholm, I don't know if he got all of it, but he got a lot of it. That's a big save by Bobrovsky.
Marchand trying to steal from Kulikov. Puck comes off the near boards. Lohrei keeps in. 10 to go in overtime. Lohrei down into the left wing corner. To Lindholm. Back to Lohrei, center of the blue line. 4 to go. Pasternak tried to get it across. Score! It redirects past Bobrovsky. And the Bruins, with 1:2 to go in overtime, win it 4-3.
Well, the Panthers got an unbelievable bounce on the tying goal by Reinhart. Now it's the Bruins' turn to get that bounce. It's going to go off the leg of Forsling. It's Pasternak in the right wing circle. He's looking to make a pass. He's not even looking to take the shot here. It's kind of a double clutch. He can shoot it, he can pass it. And he tries to go through the slot, and it goes off of the right leg of Forsling and just past Bobrovsky. We said that Reinhart got the great bounce with 1.8 seconds to go. Now it's Pasternak's turn.
The hockey gods giveth and they taketh away. And in this case, the Bruins get the game winner at the end of the 3-on-3. And boy, did they need that. 4-3, the final score here in Sunrise today. We're back with a recap next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.